What's up, all of you beautiful people out there? This is Attack the Talk. I'm your host, AJ.
Where'd your hair go?
And I'm excited. We're here. We're back. We're going to continue on with the story that is Attack on Titan. This will be part 4 and the final part of episode 6 of season 4, the Warhammer Titan. You guys, I mean, come on. You know how it is.
You guys aren't rookies. You know how this works.
This, I am excited for this episode because people that are live with us in streaming, we have our good friend, our favorite Jaegerist, Jacob, live with us.
Jacob.
In chat.
What it do?
This stream is titled, Is That Ackerman?
Oh.
I can't wait. Oh man, I cannot wait.
So good.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are able to go ahead and enjoy it, stick around with us, and you know, all that good stuff, and you know, carry on over with the story. We will go ahead and see what the final results are for the poll that we did last week. No new poll this week, not to my knowledge. No surprise poll.
No, but we can see what the final results are now that it's
been
up
finalized.
for 24 hours.
And
because we knew what they were before, it was like pretty. It was pretty.
I'm gonna need honestly. I'm gonna need a reminder as far as what the poll question is. So we'll go ahead and we'll get to that shortly. Jacob in chat, we were talking about
Red 40.
Red 40.
We were talking about
And Jacob snuck in there. I'm doing my second 9 to 5 tomorrow. I'm excited. Wow. So your second, which means you had your first when, and also 9 to 5.
Job?
Wow.
Sick, bro.
You got a new job?
Welcome to the club.
Congrats.
Like, shouldn't you be resting or something? I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
9 to
Join
5.
this, man.
I have an 8 to 4.
What are you up to, man? Is this a new job that you're working on? Hope that the job's going well. And then Jacob says nobody can hurt my hair because I'm bald. And Sigma.
No one can hurt a hair on his head.
Wait, you're bald? Imagine. Yeah. Joining me, of course, are my co-hosts and friends. That would be the talented Lex, and that would be the awesome Zach. We'll go ahead and, of course, be yapping away as far as what we've been up to. As you guys can see, we also are munching as well.
I know, they got their grub on. They got their grub on. I munched before I came.
Zach did
I got blessed with a nice big bowl of chili.
You did a little pre-munch.
Yeah.
You know?
Had a pre-yap session munch.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Is he on a cut? What's happening?"
Oh my God, is he on a diet?
They don't feed Zach.
Since we officially started the podcast,
they stoned me.
Yeah,
they told me I couldn't eat.
I think that, you know, we should go ahead and talk about it, but I mean, let's just jump right into it. Last week, Zach mentioned to us that he was going to be getting a puppy literally the day after the podcast, the day after we streamed, which was Friday of last week. So please tell us, update us. What has it been like?
It has been
living with the little guy Coda.
My room smells like piss.
Yeah, it's going to for a little.
Luckily, he's only peed on the carpet a little bit. And the poops tend to stay on the pads.
Okay.
Which I'm grateful for. Now, the funny part is with the peeing, he'll start on the pad. He'll get like the majority of it done. He'll walk away, tries his best not to step in it. Sometimes he fails with his big old paws because he's not used to them.
Yeah.
And then he walks a couple steps and realizes, oh, I'm not done yet. And then just keeps going. Just
that
posts
after
up.
Dribble.
He just, yes, that's all it is. And he posts
the
up.
After dribble.
And I'm just like, no.
Understand that it's
I'm
a
like,
thing.
no, dude, come on. Now you know you do that.
So he sleeps in your room, like free in your room?
It depends on the night. Normally I put him up on the bed with me, and if he hops off and if he's well behaved, he can roam around the cabin.
Right.
But if he shits or pisses on something, he's going in the crate I have for him.
Crate, yeah.
And it's a pretty big size crate too. It's like, I know you guys know low floors, but it's about yay tall.
In chat, we have our good friend, new friend Tish.
What's up,
here.
Tish?
Hi, Tish.
With the pup dates.
Yeah.
What's up, Tish? Welcome. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he's. Yeah,
it's
and
really
he's free to
hard,
roam.
like because I really wanted to. Sorry, this is such a side note.
No, you're good.
But it's really hard to like crate or cage train your dog after it's been sleeping like loose in your room, because that's how we did with Blue. And I was like, okay, well, I want my future dog. I'm hoping that it would be Blue, even though my dad wants to keep him, but we'll see about that. And
We said we have some pee updates
If you pee on a pad,
the
keep
beautiful
like
zebra cakes.
2 of them
Zebra cakes.
and put them underneath a clean one. Leave the dirty ones underneath when you change the clean one so he starts seeing it as a bathroom. Then keep gradually moving them closer to the door and eventually take them outside.
Ah, thank you. I
That's, like, so
appreciate
smart.
that.
Wow. She's like, I've had a puppy lab or puppy golden retriever.
You see, the thing is, Zebra Cakes, is he's actually really good at telling me when he has to go poop. Like, he much rather would poop outside than inside. Pee is different. He'll pee on the pad. But with poop, he'll go to the door, he'll sit down, he'll posture at me, and then give me like a big yawn. And he's like, yawns, eye closed, and then he sits there and keeps looking at me. I'm like, potty, and then he stands up and his ears perk. And I'm like, all right, sick. So, no, he's normally pretty good about taking it outside.
Awesome.
I think I got really lucky with him. He's absolutely devastated the bush in our backyard. That's his favorite toy. Oh, I showed you guys his photos. I didn't even show you guys. You guys were ponging it up. Is the audio on? No, it's not. Oh god. Yeah, he's a little cutie patootie pie. That's his favorite toy. It's a bush. It's a bush. It's just a bunch of big leaves. It's like a bunch of big blades of grass, and he likes chewing on them. He likes laying in it, running around it. He's starting to dig now.
Oh my god, he's going crazy.
As of yesterday, he started digging. Now I hope you guys. I'll take a picture. Oh yeah, me and Trouble judge him tremendously.
Oh, he tired himself out.
And then he just lays there.
Tired himself out. That is so cute.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. I'll take a picture of that bush because that bush is flat now.
I want to hear his side, but you didn't bring him.
Okay, he needs to get his shots. He's getting his shots tomorrow, and then then it's fair game, bro. Then it's free ball.
We have Jacob welcoming Tish properly.
W Tish.
The best way that Jacob knows how. He said, welcome, Tish. I've been here for a long time. Welcome, by the way. Are you a Jaegerist?
Are you a Jaeger?
I have my
Tish goes, I have my opinions. But yeah.
But yeah, no, he's been cool. That bush is flat. I'll get a picture of it. He gets along with the other pets pretty well. Troubles had to check him a couple of times because he likes to put his paws like smack the mic right in her face.
Okay, Blue does that to Maxine.
Huh?
Blue does that to Maxine.
Yeah. So just like how Maxine probably checks him, she checks Coda.
She like screamed at him.
Kenai's actually been like super chill with him. Not to the point where they're like cuddling or anything yet. But here.
But they can coexist.
Yeah. If anything, Kenai is more intimidating for Coda. Coda's like, he's a big scary cat. I don't want to fuck with him. And he like keeps his distance. In this video, you'll see he like steps back.
Yeah, he did. He did a little.
He's like, okay, she's getting kind of close. Okay, let me back up. He's getting closer.
Yeah, he's like, that's a big dude.
Oh.
He knows Kenai don't fuck around either. Kenai likes to throw down.
Hell yeah.
But
my shadow dudes follow.
Yeah, if you guys want to see some more Coda content, follow my Only Pups.
There you go. Follow Zach's Only Pups.
His Only Pup.
I wish that was a thing.
So
follow the YT phase. That's all good.
Thank you for the warm welcome. You're welcome, the more the merrier. That's absolutely right. Tish says my shadow dudes follow the YouTube page, but it's late on our end. So I do want to say, actually, Tish brought up YouTube, and can we hit that applause? Because we officially, thanks to your shadow dudes, reached 100.
Oh shit! Yeah. There we go.
So thank you so much for the support.
We're at 100 subs.
We want to continue to grow, and we want to
for the win.
We want to obviously we want to go ahead and grow as a podcast, grow together and stuff as a community, and as we go ahead and we kind of just link up on our little weekly, AOT book club.
Yes.
But it'd be nice to go ahead and get our platforms out there and just spread the word, because I feel like it's kind of like a niche thing. Obviously, anime is huge and popular, and you never know who can come across something like content-wise, related to something that they really enjoy, and all of a sudden they go ahead and they, maybe see like-minded friends go ahead and talk about topics that they've always been wondering about. That's one thing too, is that for us, I take pride in us really kind of having open discussions about just like questions and theories and potential like
Just feeling free
outcomes
to give your
or
opinions.
even just alternate realities and different storylines, and these could be like thoughts and discussions that people have amongst their own friends or have themselves, and obviously we love to go ahead and just cover the source material. Obviously we do cover primarily the anime, but it's nice to go ahead and again have that outlet of something that you really appreciate and to go ahead and learn more about it. Like, that's why I appreciate whenever we have our good friend Josh joining us in chat whenever he does, and he's able to go ahead and literally live as we are discussing topics give us insight about literal like manga facts.
He's our guy in the chair, man.
And
this is our fact checker. We love that stuff.
and we always go ahead
And he's got some crazy stuff too, some crazy theories of his own.
Yeah, of course. I'm again so appreciative of what this podcast has brought to my life, and the fact that we are growing,
Guy in
and
the chair.
even just with Tish joining us last week, and now Tish being back. Like, Tish, you have no idea what that means to me personally. Like, it's cool that we're able to have friends join us on a weekly basis from different parts of the world, and we hope that you continue to go ahead and join us. And I am just so thankful for you guys, and to see that 100 over on YouTube was really cool. It's a cool little milestone, and we want to continue to grow. So can you hit that applause again?
Of course.
Hit that applause for me, because Zebra Cake says I look good today.
She also said everyone.
Well, after the
looks good
fact, just to
today.
go ahead and kind of help you
You're
guys,
like,
and
I
make
guess
you
you
guys feel
guys
better.
do too.
But thank you so much, Zebra Cakes. Zebra Cakes knows that she is absolutely beautiful as well. And yeah. And then
That's wrong in the background.
I don't know why Jacob goes Zebra Cake. I keep thinking that you're SB. A shout out to SB if
Yeah,
SB is still
miss you,
listening.
SB.
We miss you, SB, and we hope that
you're doing
you're well.
good.
But no, Zebra Cakes not SB. Zebra Cakes is Zebra Cakes.
Oh, and Kyron, I know you're listening because you're taking a detox. Hello.
Yep.
I know you're
What's
listening.
up? Hope it's still
I
going
miss
well.
you, my son.
I know
Stay
that we're
strong.
in your ears.
And and of course,
Stay strong.
all of you in chat that are joining us live right now, Jacob, Zebra Cakes, Tish, anybody else that joins us at a later time, if you guys hear this, let us know what you guys have been up to this week. We go ahead and we do these streams, we stream live, but that's what it is. It's just a hangout. It's just
Chat.
It's we're linking up together on a weekly basis to go ahead and just talk about Attack on Titan and talk about it in chronological order. But also we love to go ahead and just hang out for like the first hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
We obviously want to go ahead and have like more like a structure behind the story, but when it comes to us just getting together, that's really what that's just what it is, just us hanging out. Jacob goes, it's 9:50 p.m. and that's the time for Jacob currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, if you guys did anything fun this past week, let us know. And I want to go ahead and now take it away to my co-hosts, whoever wants to start. I know Zach already was giving us the pup dates. Do you want to continue on? What you've been up to?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, what you been up to, man? I know that you said primarily your focus, I'm sure,
I
is
fucking
to
love this puppy, man. I love him.
Yeah, Dakota sure has just been a handful, and I know it's been like I'm sure a great addition to your life. It's only going to continue to go ahead and
definitely.
bring so much joy and so much also just like with growth and learning with yourself as you become this literally like this puppy dad,
It honestly does teach you patience.
Yeah.
I am dog dad.
And you get to see the little guy grow. You get to see him go ahead and start filling into his body and stuff, and
Oh my god, I can't wait for him to grow into his paws, bro.
Yeah.
Because he's so clumsy.
I'm waiting for Blue to grow into his.
But also enjoy these moments, man.
Oh, yeah, for
Obviously, the little guy's
Dude,
a handful.
He wakes me up at 3 a.m. and he's just like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Yeah, it's like I can't be mad at you.
Yeah. Because speaking of like Blue, I still remember the first night we brought him, over to the house. I was living, at home at the time.
Yeah.
And, over on my bed, I went ahead and put like a little dog bed right there next to me. And I all of a sudden,
Like
in the
all
middle
of
of the
his puppy
night.
years, like his first year was spent with you.
So
basically.
the middle of the night, I went ahead and I kind of woke up because I felt him like being really active. And all of a sudden I go ahead and I just have like that kind of like foggy vision. I'm like, huh? And I see him start kind of posturing up over in the middle of the bed,
starts
middle of the dog bed.
rounding
Next
his
thing
back.
you know, he starts shitting.
oh.
And that was the first night with Blue. And
He's
it's
like, I just gotta go.
It's fun. It's funny thinking about it now because like he was so tiny
He
and
was,
so little,
and he had
such
worms
a puppy,
and
then he
everything.
just did a little puppy
He was
dookie
like
in his
3
own
months
bed.
old. He was so small.
Yeah, and so it's just like little moments like that, man, where you go ahead and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like at the time you're like, no,
Or not even 3
but-
months. He was like 1 month old.
Yeah.
He was really
Yeah.
small.
Oh, Koda's birthday is January 30th. He is 2 months and some
Oh.
change old.
Okay. Aww.
I'm gonna start crying. I'm not gonna lie. I, like,
No, it's
love
so
this
cute.
dog.
Well, you're gonna be that dog's whole life.
Oh my god, he's gonna be mine, bro. My soul is his until whenever day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, baby shower. I had a baby shower for a homie on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, that's about it.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Baby
Yeah.
shower was fun.
Oh yeah, great time.
That's good, man.
It was so ironic because my a friend I made in high school now lives in the house that I used to hang out at with my friend as a kid, different friend.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like he bought the house.
So it just
that
replaced
my
friends.
other friend used to live in. Yeah,
Okay.
it was weird. I walked in, I was like, I've been here, and I
Yeah.
saw the old owners, my friend's parents, and I was like, I grew up here with you, huh?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. You know the owner? I was like, yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
why do you keep coming back here? I was like, I don't know.
That's weird, going to the house and being like, I know this house better than you do.
I know.
And you live here.
I was like, bro, I know where all the hidey holes are. I was
Yeah.
like, you don't know about the secret little room under the
I know this
garage?
house
He was
better
like,
than you do, and you just moved in.
We're getting some chat going up in here, and I don't know if you want to
I
go
know.
ahead and kind of scroll up a little bit. I think Tish went ahead and mentioned something about what Tish was up to this past week, or something had to do with the dog. I think over the beach.
Yes, Tish said she traded her skin to pet a puppy on the beach. The things we do for puppies. Some lady,
Traded your skin?
yeah, she told me about this. Some lady told me some lady told her her skin looked really soft, so she said she would let Tish pet her dog if she could touch her skin.
Okay,
You
okay.
can
So shout
okay,
out
trade.
to having
Decent
good skin.
trade.
Yeah.
I guess if you didn't have good skin, you wouldn't have the opportunity to pet the puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Shout out to having good skin and shout out to puppies.
Shout out to having good skin.
Also, what is Jacob saying?
Jacob says, I'm with someone One Piece people get annoyed with me, but I really love talking about that in other anime. I don't give a fuck how annoyed people get. I'll talk about One Piece.
You know,
someday.
One Piece
I
is
die.
one of those things, man.
So good.
You know, like you could see Lexi's face whenever me and Zach start talking.
Big yard. Big yard.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, One Piece, you have to really just fully immerse yourself into it to be able to go and have those conversations, because if not, then you're kind of just like, all right, here they go talking about this anime again. You know, like you need to,
Right.
you need to just
don't
really.
got the lore.
Well, the thing is, you just really need to go ahead and fuck with it. That's the thing, you know. It's just you have to go ahead and just be at the point where you're like, damn, like,
Gotta be into it. You gotta be in it.
yeah,
Wait,
you know?
look. One Piece isn't an anime. It's a hobby.
Yeah,
It's a lifestyle.
At
It's a
that point.
fucking hobby.
With the amount of episodes it has, yeah, basically.
If you watch start to finish, nonstop, no breaks, including like opening, closing sequences, 17.64 days.
Yeah, Tish says it's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle.
There
It's
you go.
fucking, it's not for the weak of
I
heart.
agree.
Anyways, Jacob kept talking.
Jay-
I'm always talking about One Piece. Everybody at work
Yeah.
knows about One Piece, but I really can't forget where it all started, and that was Attack on Titan in
There you go.
2023.
Right.
I mean,
Then Tish said Zach is gonna start looking like his dogs. They said yay. Jacob said, dang, that's harsh. And Zach, I didn't even say that. What do you mean? I literally read what you said verbatim, bro. Zebra Cake said dog man. Tish said no, people morph into their pets. It's a lifestyle. That's for One Piece.
Piece, and
Morphing
then-
into a golden retriever is why I sugar wax.
Period.
That's crazy.
Well, in our situation, the dog morphed into Toby morphed into dad. Dad
True.
didn't morph into Toby morphed into
Yeah.
dad.
Toby grew a fourth leg.
No.
no, but he took on the persona, he took on the attitude, and
He's got the,
You know
the
what?
attitude, and he started growing out his beard, and
Yeah.
he's got a goatee now.
yep.
That's it.
He started going
Exactly.
gray for some reason, even though he's going to be 2 in summer, like in this summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta love the little guy.
And Blue, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't even
don't-
know what he's supposed to look like.
I don't think there's any morphing needed for me and Coda.
Yeah, I think you guys are pretty solid in that
Shepherd
department.
Golden or Shepherd Lab.
I think it's just that
Yeah.
good old saying back in the original 101, or good, I was saying, but back in the original 101 Dalmatians, with the scene where like all the dogs look just like their owners, like all owners look like their dogs, basically. Like you've never seen someone walking their dog and you're like, they look alike.
It's kind of like,
It happens to me all the time.
like Brad Pitt. Whoever he dates, he morphs into them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dogs are like Brad Pitt.
He's like literally a chameleon.
So if you go ahead and you look at the different versions of Brad Pitt, it's like, it has a lot to do. His appearance has a lot to do with who he's currently dating.
Yeah, he'll literally change his hair.
He just matches.
Like
Yeah.
He's just attracted to himself.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about too. Yeah.
But I agree.
What's gonna be cool is that when Coda grows up, you're gonna start seeing, we're gonna go ahead and see a little bit of Zach in Coda. So
I wonder if his fur is gonna get any darker. I kind of hope he stays light, like a little cloud.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's gonna be a bitch to keep clean though.
He just absorbs
With the way that he's rubbing
like
around
Kirby.
in that bush. Absorbed his curls.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Right on, man. So, wait. So don't make the same mistake I made. Get your bag and make Coda the Instagram.
Oh
make an
yeah,
Instagram
one thing
page.
that
I do.
Zebra Cake's friends, because of like when Nico, Nico's still a beautiful dog, but when Nico was a pup, Nico looked like one of those just like, I don't know how to describe. I don't want to say like one of those kind of like TV pups or whatever, or just
commercial dog.
The thing is, yeah, commercial dog and
Pimp out your pets, fully endorse. I know. If I made something for Toby, the Wonder Dog, the 3-legged dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make it
Blue knows
Coda's
we're talking
crew.
You hear Blue?
Coda's crew.
Yeah, there you go, Coda's crew, and then have a nice little Jolly Roger, and and then
Right.
We're the
It's gonna be
the
One Piece
Shipper
theme.
Pirates.
yeah, we're the Coda crew.
We're the
They're
Coda
like, oh
Pirates.
yeah, which one's Coda? And just a little pup, a little cute little pup.
I know. This is our captain. He's holding him by.
This is our leader.
Yeah.
He's just like.
I think that the target dog really has a target on its eye. I think so, right?
No.
No, they
It's a
painted
red
it.
target. It's painted on. But they usually have spots there.
The dog has a spot there. It says, my parents have 5 cats and I can make bank. These cats are wild as heck.
Yeah, no, like
in mystical.
I can't think
animals
about
actually have crazy personalities.
I can't help
Yeah,
but
they
think
do.
about that freaking cat again. The one, literally the one that's like POV version cat where it's just
Max?
like causing
Maxwell?
chaos. Maxwell.
He's been all over my TikTok all week, bro.
Maxwell the cat. For anybody who's not aware of that, I mean,
Maxwell the cat is a
look at
fucking
Maxwell the
menace.
cat. That cat.
If you want to see
That
some
cat's
silly
trouble.
cat videos, look
That
up
cat
Maxwell
is
the cat.
trouble. I agree. Zebra Cake says, "Get your money." Yeah.
Yes, I will make
Maxwell the Menace,
Yeah.
says Tish.
a
Yeah.
TikTok.
Maxwell the Menace.
Who's that? Guang Dang.
That's about my weeks. Guang Dang.
Wong dang
Is that
better.
a cat? Is Guang Dang a cat? Right on.
I don't know.
Cool, man. So glad you had a good week. Obviously, it's
Appreciate it.
sure it was a crazy hectic week because of the little guy, but
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit better because Abby's in town because spring break and all. So she's just been chilling with him midday.
it's good.
He's gonna be so sad, stuck in his crate while I'm at work.
Yeah.
Hey, my mom gets home like noonish, so she can just let him out.
It's good.
I love it.
Zebra Cake says, "I love when people have ducks as pets."
Yeah, it's really cute.
Looks pretty sick.
Oh, the sad meowing cat meme is the Guang Dang.
Oh, that's
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, oh, social media reference. I knew I didn't know it.
We didn't know it either.
Oh, okay. Cool. We all learned something.
We're all in the same boat.
Right on. Lex,
how's your week been, bro?
what you been up to?
Pretty solid. Working out. I actually, me and my friend Pretty, my gaming friend, we had a really good run in Overwatch. We went like 8-1 in ranked. It was
Damn.
crazy. And we weren't even just staying double healer. Like sometimes it was like, we were switching between, we were playing role queue and we picked DPS and healer and just like let the cards roll. And we only lost 1 game out of our whole run.
That's
And
like
it felt so good.
that's pretty fucking amazing.
We went up like a whole rank and a half.
I couldn't imagine having that kind of like of a session.
I don't think we've never had a session like that ever. We were like, what is going on today? But it's probably because we also played on like a Wednesday morning. We played at like 10 a.m. on Wednesday.
Dead lobbies and shit.
So we were like, okay, either all the unemployed bitches are on and it's gonna be hard, or it'll be fine. And we were doing a great job.
Fine.
And we had really good teammates too. Did y'all even complete your Marvel Rivals Battle Pass? I'm gonna be real. I haven't played Marvel Rivals.
I stopped playing
like a month.
Never started.
Monster Hunter Wilds have taken over my life.
Yeah, same thing.
That's the only other thing I've been doing, but slaying monsters.
Yeah,
Monsters and eating them.
No, I should though. I should eat them.
I should know. It's crazy.
I'm sure they're delicious in those dungeons.
It's such a crazy response.
Delicious in dungeons.
Other than that, I went hot tubbing with my friends on Tuesday night, and that was so much fun, actually. And I've been playing a lot of ping pong with my dad. We got this Five Below ping pong set. And for $5, we have been playing once a day for the entire week. And we are getting kind of good at it. But the issue is that I'm only good at our table. Because all they sell you is just the
Can't get
net
oomph behind it.
And yeah, because all they sell you is the net part and then the little paddles and the ping pong balls. Obviously, you don't have the table. So we're using our dining table. And obviously, it's not the size of a regulation ping pong table. So I'm really good on home court. I cannot play anywhere else. Home court is where I need to stay. And other than that, Dad and I started watching Black Mirror because I've been wanting to watch Black Mirror. So okay. I'm watching it now.
Let me know when you see the Anthony Mackie episode. You'll know which one.
Okay, we're on season 2. We finished season 1 yesterday.
You got time.
Nice. Very cool.
And there's 6 seasons, so...
Damn.
I guess there's more I've done this week. Now that I'm thinking about it,
it's been pretty good.
New show.
Yeah, my week's been good.
Dude.
That's about it.
That's good. Jacob started playing Dead by Daylight because Tokyo Ghoul's Kaneki is in it.
Oh right! Mm-hmm. I haven't seen anything about it yet, but I heard about it. I need to see stuff about it.
Is it the many different
Overwatch
forms of Kaneki?
I don't know. I have Dead by Daylight downloaded. I just haven't played it in God knows how long.
Jacob, is it like one specific form of Kaneki, or is it like the form of Kaneki, or is it just
like
Kaneki?
Is it original? Is it the owl form? We're getting nerdy.
Yeah, I know.
Overwatch is actually doing a Marvel Rivals crossover.
What?
Oh, that's
I heard. So they're gonna make like Diva Penny Parker and stuff.
Whoa.
Ooh, my lord. Oh, they have what's her name?
Characters.
Rizu. Is that her name, Rizu?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh shit, he looks cool.
Hey.
Damn. Just the
A Kaneki outfit.
Yeah, the rabbit costume.
I've never played Dead by Daylight.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I think you would like it because you really liked
Left 4 Dead? Is it not like Left 4
Dead?
Dead?
I really liked the Jason one.
Friday
oh, is that what it's kind of like?
Yeah.
Friday the 13th?
Yeah, it's kind of like Friday the 13th.
Damn, that was a throwback.
It's more POV though.
Friday the 13th with a full lobby of friends? That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Yeah, that's
what? Damn, that's crazy.
They're cool. Yeah, Dead by Daylight has done a lot of crossovers, huh? They've had a lot of
almost as much as Fortnite.
Like every season, they have like a new, I know that they have Ghostface and they have.
What's The Last Guardian? Is that a game too? Or?
The Last Guardian. I've never played that. I haven't heard of that actually.
I didn't die for Trico. No, I don't know if I said that name right, but.
Trico?
Guardian.
Triso.
All right, so Lexi, you can go ahead and you can get the lights now.
That reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus. It's the one with the big dog bird cat thing.
Oh my gosh.
You travel with it. It's like your companion.
Oh, okay. That is terrifying.
What the heck is it?
It's a puppy.
It's cute.
It's a puppy.
It's ugly cute. My favorite.
Awesome.
Should we turn that on or no?
Yeah, Zach, do you want to go ahead and get the ring light?
Gotcha.
Poor favor.
Poor favor.
You think that works? Is that better?
It's just
good?
gonna adjust.
It's gonna go ahead and do a little adjusting. Awesome. I'm glad that you both have had a nice week. Sounds really chill.
You bought Kaneki for $5. Period.
There you go.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get your V-Bucks or whatever.
I like Heisei more. Yeah. All right. One thing I want to say is my week was really, really chill. One thing I really enjoyed was we did a cool little family bonfire thing. That
was really, a lot of fun.
We did that on like
Definitely
a Friday
want to do
night.
it again.
And we want to do it again. It's bonfire. We did some s'mores, just some cool little, kind of, some spooky stories. And we also, opened up as, just talked about just different stuff. And Mom wanted to do this really cool idea was to give us each little sheet of paper, just to go ahead and write down some stuff that's kind of like weighing you down, write down some
like a challenge,
write down something that you want to go ahead and just kind of release and just throw it into the bonfire.
Nice.
We each jotted something down, and also we were able to go ahead and just kind of like each say what we wanted to go ahead and kind of just release from whatever it is that we were kind of like holding on to, or whatever it is, and just throw that into the bonfire. And a family friend, Mom's best friend, Vicky, she showed up over to the bonfires. You're, Vicky, or
bartending cohort.
Yeah, and
she brought a
Vicky,
sound drum.
She brought a sound drum.
And it was so cool.
Yeah, so it was really cool, like a little.
We passed it around, taking turns on the sound drum.
Yeah, and so it was really, really nice. It was really relaxing, and
sounded like Minecraft. It was so cool.
That was really fun.
Yeah, big as fuck.
Yeah, that was cool.
We were telling ghost stories while I was like doo 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 doo.
Yeah. It was really
fun.
Cool.
It was nice. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And then
Mom's thinking about buying one, actually.
Also, during the weekend, got the family over again over at mine and Zebra Kick's place. Zebra Kick's family came down, and her dad went ahead and did some grilling. We just grilled and enjoyed the company, and so it was a really nice weekend.
I actually just finished the rest of the leftover potatoes, mashed potatoes, right before we got here. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, shout out to Zebra Cakes.
I got some microwave bacon and I crumbled it up and put bits of it in there.
Little bacon bits.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Damn. Okay.
What's more brittle than microwave bacon?
There you go. Depends on how long you put it in there for.
I love some good brittle bacon.
Yeah, I do too. I don't lie.
Little crunch.
Like
other than that, I've just been chilling, working and all that. Yeah. Nothing else really to go ahead and mention. Says, yo, Tish gave me my treat now. Ooh, shout out.
Wait, what are the treats? I want a treat.
My lady.
What's the treat? And welcome. What's the username?
I can't read it.
Ray the Gay 21.
All right, cool. Right.
I think I got that right.
Maybe. Well, welcome. Welcome to Attack the Talk.
My lady.
We hope that you enjoy Attack on Titan as much as we do.
This is my friend, Ray.
Ray?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray. What's up, Ray? And so since
welcome
Ray is here, we'll just go ahead and we will introduce ourselves. Imagine just go around the table. All right, so we're going to say our names and something that we enjoy doing, our hobbies, or whatever.
I know, your favorite color and what you want to do when you grow up.
I'm AJ. That is Lex.
Hi.
And Zach.
I'm Cornholio.
That is Zach.
I'm Zach. Nice.
Hell yeah, love this shit. Right on. We love this shit too, which is why we have a whole podcast dedicated to it. And we are currently on season 4, so hopefully you're caught up. Hopefully you have watched all of it. Jacob wants to be the king of the pirates.
Yeah.
We get 2 episodes this weekend.
2 episodes on Saturday?
No, we get Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, Saturday and Sunday.
5th and the 6th. We each get a 24, 30-minute episode, whatever it is.
Okay, sounds cool.
We're in Endgame, bro. Endgame.
Does Ray watch One Piece? Ray, do you watch One Piece?
I don't know.
Because 2 of us
Ray,
here watch
do
One
you
Piece,
watch One
and
Piece?
Lexi does not.
One of us watches the live action.
I don't watch. No, I didn't watch the last episode yet. But the internet updated me. No,
You have to see it for yourself.
No, damn, no, Ray, we're sorry.
The one that showed in theaters, is that the one you're talking about?
You're talking about the literally finale, the part 2, final part of Attack on Titan.
Oh God.
Damn.
That's wild.
Oh man. Nah, the finale.
Oh.
So you got spoiled, huh? That's why you gotta stay off the internet.
Oh.
Wow.
You have to watch that for yourself. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
On surround sound or
I
like
guess,
headphones or something.
I guess
Aaron wins
Aaron wins in the end. I guess now would go ahead and be a good time to say spoiler warning
Spoiler
to all
warning.
our friends that
We
are
spoil
warning.
everything.
We will talk about everything.
So pretty much what we do in the podcast is we go ahead and we talk about Attack on Titan in chronological order. Like I said, we're on season 4, episode 6. This is part 4 of episode breakdown discussion. So we don't just cover one episode per episode.
Yeah.
We cover a part of an episode in each of our episodes.
Yeah.
So for example, we're split episode 6 into 4 parts. This will be the final part that we go ahead and we talk about
We
it.
dissect it.
We do the voices. It's fun. And then, we go ahead and afterwards, we do like a open forum discussion together where we go ahead and talk about how things kind of relate later on.
We fully paint
what
the
things
scene
mean
to where
and,
we can't get copyrighted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. We
they've-
basically just make the story arc.
They've still got us somehow.
I
Sometimes
know. Sometimes
I know,
they still
dude.
get us.
they got
They're
us over on.
ruthless with us.
They got us on one of the OADs. It was the OAD that you and I did.
No,
Yeah.
with when we
where you guys
Pizza
watched it?
episode with the Titans.
Yeah.
And the food. No.
Yeah, they got us with that one.
Dang.
John's cooking competition.
Well, that
Yeah.
one's gone. It got claimed, y'all.
fucked
Oh,
up.
Jacob's gonna like this. When Jacob said Aaron wins in the end, Ray said I knew it. I was rooting for him.
Oh,
God,
Ray,
not another Jaeger.
are you a Jaegerist?
and Ray, are you also a Jaegerist?
Where are these Jaegerists coming from?
I'm surprised Jacob didn't immediately ask Ray.
I know.
I know.
That's
Hi,
normally-
welcome to the podcast. And are you a Jaegerist?
And are you a Jaegerist? I've been here a while.
Ray, you're a Jaegerist? I have to rethink our friendship.
Finally, yes.
Finally.
They got so excited.
I think
I
Ray's
have to
under the same
rethink our
impression.
friendship.
Ray might be under the same impression as Tish with I have my
I
opinions.
have my opinion.
We can leave it at that, Tish. You don't have to explain yourself. Please forgive me. Oh no. We have a Jaegerist.
It sounds like we got two
Jacob's
Jaegerists.
army has grown one party
Yeah.
larger
Well,
Oh
today.
hey,
no, two voices.
we got it.
How do you feel about Flock, Ray?
Don't tell me if you're like Flock's one of my favorite characters.
How do you feel
I'm
about
gonna go
Flock?
ahead and be so just mind blown. Although we've talked about it, where like Flock, I mean, has some potential as a character. It's just too
Yeah.
bad some of his qualities are just like
He needs to actually have a redeeming.
there's like potential, like we saw in
Resolve.
like with his loyalty, with his determination over in season 4. You know,
Right.
Flock's the goat. Yeah, we're waiting
thought it
for
was
it.
ready
I know.
for a
I'm like
second.
on I'm
the
on the
silence.
edge of my seat.
The silence is deafening. We
I
know.
know.
The silence means that it's
Ray,
Flock's not
how do you
not
feel
that
about
guy.
Flock?
No, you don't have to go ahead and explain yourself, Ray. You can
I'm
leave. You can
expecting
leave.
a paragraph.
You can leave things up to mystery. Like Ray just showed up and we're like, Ray.
I know. Ray just showed up in his
Hi,
interview.
No. So again,
Welcome to the chat.
Ray,
You
welcome.
must
Next
know everything
topic.
about your views on Attack on Titan.
We hope that you enjoy our interpretation of the story. Again, well, we are not voice actors, as we would love to become
Just
voice
aspiring.
actors. We
just practice every week of doing this
I know.
podcast.
I know.
we do the best that we can to go ahead and deliver the story. And for
This
anybody
shit
that's
is
familiar with the anime, we want you to kind of, just recall the scenes and envision them over in your mind. And it helps with just the storytelling and all that. And yeah, so we hope you enjoy. But let's go ahead and let's turn to last week's poll.
Yes.
Poll question that we asked last week.
So I think it's good that we touch on it because it's different than when we
Okay.
reviewed it live.
You want to remind us again with what the question is?
The question was, if you were the Tiber Warhammer Titan in this moment, would you have eaten Eren?
That's right. So let's go ahead and let's tie and recap into this so we can go ahead
Yeah.
and kill, 2 Jaegers with one stone.
Yeah, two. Right. Two Titans
so-
with one rock.
Tish real quick says,
Two
no, she has
warriors.
to explain herself.
Two warriors with
I
one
am
rock.
learning new things about a woman I've known for 13 years. Wow. Jacob says, I was obsessed with Birdie 2 weeks ago. Interesting. So now you're no longer. And or
Birdie
don't
is our
skip
nickname for
it.
Bertolt.
So right now there's a little bit of a back and forth right now. I was collecting your thoughts. All right. So again, recap. So we talked about last week. We talked about the Warhammer Titans battle against Eren's Attack Titan. Obviously, that I should say maybe didn't go as well as maybe Eren anticipated, but maybe Eren didn't have actually the foresight and the full knowledge as to how to deal with the Warhammer, which he was still trying to go ahead and engage on the fly, and obviously he got some help from his buddies.
I was about to say, at the end of the day, he still knows that, well, I'm not going to die because Mikasa won't let me die.
Yeah, exactly. So Mikasa has arrived over on the battlefields, and we also go ahead and see as some more of Aaron's friends go ahead and join the battle. We see Jean has arrived. Jean is now kind of continuing to take on that leadership role. We see that he has a group of scouts that are there over on the rooftop. Oh, I'm sorry, a group of Island Devils. That's not Island Devils, right? It's all about perspective in season 4, right? So right now we're thinking Marleyan, right?
Being
so all of these Island
PC
Devils showed up, we also are aware, which we talked about last week. It's not something that we covered last week, but we did kind of talk about it, and it's an important topic to mention that both Peak and Porco are free. It's going to be important because of what we cover in this episode.
Yeah.
About the poll question. Well, Marleyan Commander Magath wants the Warhammer to eat Aaron and take not just the Attack Titan, but the founding Titan.
Yeah, the founding.
Right? However, Kozlo, who is there, noticing, said, the Warhammer Titan doesn't look like it wants to eat him.
It doesn't look like he's trying to eat him.
It looks like it wants to kill him, right?
And he's even like, Warhammer's even giving him the chance to be like, any last words? To be like, please, I really don't want to eat you right now.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why we wanted to go ahead and kind of ask. We even had a little bit of an open forum discussion between us and those that joined us in chat about whether or not really the Warhammer should have gone to try to eat Aaron. And I know that I think you both, maybe I think it was Zach, but I think you both had the same kind of thought process of like, well,
I don't want those memories.
Fuck that.
I don't want that responsibility.
That's a sour apple right there.
I don't want that responsibility.
Does Laura Tiber want to have that responsibility and those memories? Does she want to see those demons?
No. That is a rotten fruit. It just needs to be thrown away.
It's fool's gold. It's like, oh, the founding Titan need to have that power. Next thing you know, you're just like spiraling.
You are suffering.
So
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that seemed to be the consensus when we reviewed it as well.
Okay.
Last week when we did,
it was pretty much we had only had a certain amount of votes, but it was like 80% no, 20% yes.
Yeah.
And
things have changed?
Things have since changed.
Okay.
And we do have many more votes now, almost about twice as many as we did before.
Awesome.
And it is now 29% no and 71% yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So after it has
that was a
narrowed,
huge switch.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I'm glad we're reviewing
At first
it.
I was like, oh, only a 9%
I know, I was like, 9%
change.
difference? Okay.
No.
That's a whole
I like how in real time both of us
Whoa.
we were like, oh, okay. Oh, wait.
are like, huh?
Wait, whoa.
29% no.
Whoa.
And 71% yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
That is a huge switch. That's a Uno card reverse.
That's a literal, reverse Uno.
I've seen one. Okay. So I mean, let's talk about it. Okay.
It's
so
just like a
card if I've ever seen
9% difference from it being a complete opposite of what we reviewed.
Yeah, because we were talking 80%, which was
like
no.
Yeah.
Now we have a 71% yes.
Yeah. Now that we have, we've let it marinate for a full 24 hours,
That's
and
why,
you guys have spoken on our Attack the Talk podcast Instagram.
You know what? I guess that's why it was fun to go ahead and do a kind of a live poll.
Yeah.
Right? To go ahead and talk about the results towards the end of the stream, and then be able to go ahead and now cover them.
Yeah.
Once the results
After
are finalized.
we've discussed them and everything.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean,
I do like that.
I like that people are. Now, I'm thinking about it in like what we know now mentality, right? Now, I can't go ahead and say that like everybody thought about it in that way. Maybe they just thought that it was probably in the Warhammer best. It's in the Titan's best interest to try to eat Aaron because of what else is the alternative,
unfolds,
right?
In terms of Marley having possession.
Yeah. And again, we don't even know if like Laura Tiber, obviously part of the Tiber family, would go ahead and completely side with Marley on all the different kind of, like ideology stuff and, the plan going forward. Memories. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I guess it's good to go ahead and remove the founding Titan ability from Eren Yeager, but what would a future with the Warhammer Titan being the founding Titan also the Attack
And the
Titan.
Attack Titan.
Right? What does that future look like?
As a Tiber
You have to
member,
think about it too. She
Like, then
also,
what?
yeah, if she eats Eren, she's also gonna get Eren's memories, and then she's gonna get the Founding Titan's abilities. So
because it's already been proven that every person that gets the Founding Titan seems to, their memories completely seem to change their personality.
Yeah, it's all according to King Fritz. So now
Yes.
again, would the Tiber family, would they follow that same mindset?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
After Willie Tiber literally just made a whole speech about like, King Fritz actually isn't the bad guy. He helped lead us back, and
Yeah.
da 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 da. And then you're gonna get a Attack Ward Founding Hammer Titan.
Yeah, I know, something
in your
like that.
custody.
Whatever the hell you call that thing.
And is going to want to go through King Fritz. But how is that going to work in Marley, though? King
Yeah.
Fritz's ideals in Marley,
Well, the thing
especially
is,
with the Tiber family having the...
what I'm thinking though is that the
position they
Tiber
have.
family, what if they just go back to their home?
That would be better.
You know,
but
there's
you
no
know that
stopping.
Marley's going to be like, we need to have you have the
I don't
power of Eren Yeager.
Yeah.
I
Or
think that the Tibers
And
would go
Mikasa's
to
going to end up
parody
killing her anyway.
Does that-
because of King Fritz's.
does that
curse.
suddenly? Does it also suddenly go ahead and bring now Zeke to the front line, and knowing that, oh shit, my plan with my brother is now changed. Now I have to go ahead and find a way to go and
Zeke would then pursue.
And so
the
Zeke would
Tiber.
try to go ahead and maybe kill the Warhammer and consume
Yeah.
and become that power.
gonna
Which
have to
then
do
there'd
that.
be like this domino effect of all of a sudden you have the Attack Founding to the Warhammer Attack Founding
Yeah.
to the Beast Warhammer Attack Founding.
Yeah. And
Gotta
then
catch them all like
it'll
Pokemon.
all morph into one.
I know. And
Literally
then
one for all.
at that point, you know, like let's say
Megazord.
hypothetically,
or all for one.
does that then reveal Zeke to be one of those rats, to be one of those traitors, to go ahead and all of a sudden, like, you know,
Yeah,
if,
to be
if
like,
Magath
I'll-
is like, wait,
I'll
hold
do
on,
it.
why is Zeke battling the Warhammer? This is what we wanted. And then all of a sudden, what if you see Zeke battling alongside the devils, you know, as I say in air quotes.
Unless he plays a long game and is convincing to be like, listen, what's her name?
Laura.
Laura, right?
Lara.
Okay, Laura.
Yeah.
Lara Croft. Okay, so unless he plays a long game and he's like, listen, Lara's not an actual soldier, you
Yeah.
know? Like, don't you want someone who has these abilities to be actually trained as a soldier? I volunteer as tribute. I'll do it. Imagine how unstoppable I'd be if I have this, and that, and da-da-da. And whatever. I'm
Then
sure.
they'd be like unstoppable.
Yeah, that's true. Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You
Or they could-
stupid Eldian.
Or they'll be like, you know what? Give it to Gabi. She's the one that deserves it. Give it to Gabi. And then we're gonna.
Yeah, I think that like Zeke.
I don't like that one.
Then she's actually gonna turn into Eren.
I think Zeke is a very interesting like domino piece over in this whole thing, which
And he's
like
pretty
Lexi
smart.
mentioned, like you literally mentioned that he's trying to go ahead and he's playing this chessboard very like strategically and
Yeah.
very like secretively.
Yeah.
You know, like he's trying to.
He's studied. He's
Cards
he's
pressed
thought about
all
it.
the way up against his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even
Cards
in
are
with those,
against
you know,
survival.
miscalculations line, like that wasn't even supposed. They weren't supposed to find out that.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
And you could tell just by the fact that he used the term miscalculations that
Yeah.
he has really thought about this plan in depth, so
100%.
bad.
You know, and he himself has even talked about like how he doesn't have a whole lot of time left over in his Titan lifespan.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
His 13 are running up.
yeah. And it's interesting to go ahead and again see those results in such a the way they switched in so
know.
dramatically and like I don't know the Warhammer. I guess thinking about it, what's the alternative? You know, obviously it's kind of like eaten or be eaten, so to speak. You know, obviously you can go ahead and fight to the death, but then at what point it's kind of like, all right, well, they're kind of waste of a Titan. You know.
Yeah.
And then I think what we understand about Titan abilities is that ability will go ahead and be passed on, if the legacy or whatever that whole kind of, history continues, that Titan ability would pass on over to a new user, right? In
Right.
the future.
Yeah, it just goes from Eldian.
So, wow. That surprised me. Those results surprised
I know.
me.
Was complete.
What a major
I'm totally
switch
gonna
on.
watch that back. If you guys being like, oh, wait, that's a big
both
change.
of us literally, like, we're processing it at
You
the
guys
same
like made
time.
eye contact and was like, wait a second.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, 9%. That's pretty. Wait a second.
Yeah.
That's your guys' boy brain working
That's
overtime.
91% change.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is insane, though.
Awesome.
Thank you to all who voted.
Thank you, everyone. Wow.
Making it so
Thanks,
exciting.
guys.
Thank you to all who voted initially.
Thanks for
and thank you to
catching me
all
off
who
guard.
voted even after the episode ended so that we could see the difference. I enjoyed that. Very good, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to see more, look at Attack to Talk podcast on Instagram. We talk to you guys and do all of our announcements through the Instagram story. So if you ever are curious about something or
Ring
if
that
we have
bell.
a poll or a Q&A, it's going to be on the Attack the Talk
Turn those
podcast
notifs on.
Instagram story.
That's what it is. And then, unless you're Kyron, then you can reach out to us.
Yeah,
on
let's just do it.
Yeah.
Spotify or
We also
whatever.
have a YouTube. We look through comments sometimes.
Shout out Gideon Magic.
Yeah, shout out Gideon.
Yeah.
We never actually
Noticed it like
got
5 months late.
an answer from Ray if she's a Jaegerist or not.
We never did.
I think Ray exposed herself too much.
yeah.
We just got a
He's like,
heart.
I'm new here. Hold on.
We got a heart. Tish rescinded the treat offer. Jacob wants a treat.
What?
Tish said,
What?
it was
Jacob wants a treat.
Jacob said treat for Jacob. And then Tish said, since you like chopper, you can have half. How the heck do you know that?
How the heck do you know
I
that?
don't think she signed up for it. That was not her job at all. Who are we talking about there? I forgot. She responded to Jacob saying, I know all.
Yeah.
Yes is crazy.
Ray knows all.
I know, yeah. Taking in the memories is crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do
Yeah,
that.
taking all of that.
It's just
for
too
I
much
still stand by my vote.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's just too much
yeah, I still
responsibility.
stand with saying no. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Jacob
I'm not
said,
really built like that.
Jacob said, you're stalking me. I don't care. You want to talk One Piece after this?
Oh my.
Then Tish said,
Yeah.
we talked about Chopper last week. Slight tear drip crying face.
I love it. There you go.
Then Ray said, honestly, that
Ray-
switch with Zeke got me good. Yeah, no, for real. That switch up was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was good.
Jacob said, oh, sorry. I slept since then. I talked to a lot of people. My bad. Mr. Popular, sure.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of people.
yeah.
Number one, Dorito Pikachu from
I know.
Jacob. Tish said she isn't. Ray said, Lamau, I really ain't. I was joking with. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
walking
okay.
it back.
See, Jacob.
But Ray
One
did
is
say,
still the loneliest
I
Jaeger's number.
understand his decision. Interesting.
Yeah,
I understand Thanos' decision.
yeah, as well. Me as well.
There are times where I do understand that decision.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Sometimes some people.
I feel this way.
Sometimes the herd just needs to be cooled a little bit. Jeez.
Okay,
damn.
you can come back
This
to
is some
my.
herd cooling music I ever heard it.
This
Okay,
is literally
you
the
can come back
Warhammer
to my
theme.
house with supervision, but still no tree. I don't want to know what's going on in chat anymore.
Uh-oh.
I'm good.
Something's going
Chat
on.
is scaring me.
Yep. Beautiful. Okay, so we went ahead and we did a recap.
Scheduling play date.
We did.
We can go ahead and jump into the episode. Again, you know, we will do the best we can to go ahead and bring these characters alive with our storytelling. We appreciate Attack on Titan.
I'm Silver Surfer, he says.
We love doing the voice work on here, and since Ray is new, don't judge us too harshly, okay?
It's. I want to see you come out here and do this shit. No, I'm kidding.
But all right, so this is
Sure,
going to be
okay.
season 4, episode 6. This is the Warhammer Titan. This is part 4, and the final part of the episode discussion that we will have for episode 6, and then we'll be moving on to episode 7. All right. So, y'all ready?
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Seeing that you guys didn't have any headphones on, I was like, oh, maybe I should put mine on too. Do you know what I'm talking about? Seeing you guys with the headphones on makes me feel naked.
Where's that from?
Have you guys seen that clip of that idiot Theo Vaughn? That's like,
Oh.
he's on a
Yeah.
Joe Rogan podcast,
He's like,
and Joe has his
seeing you guys
headphones
with
on.
your headsets on, me
and
not
he's
have
like-
one on, made my
and
head
he's
feel
like-
naked.
He was saying like, oh, seeing you guys with your head, like, oh, you have your headphones on. Maybe I should put mine on too. Like, oh yeah, you can if you want to. And he was like, yeah, it just feels kind of weird, you know, like made me feel naked. Kind of like when you, what did he say? He was like, it's kind of like when you put a condom on, the other guy still doesn't have his on yet, and you're just kind of waiting.
What?
he just said that out loud, and Joe Rogan was like, what? Like, what are you
No,
saying?
honestly,
it was
Theo Vaughn
so-
says some of the most outrageous, ridiculous stories, and it gets people just literally like, huh?
Oh, you?
Yeah.
I'm not in to see you had yours on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm alone here in headphone land.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
Now you're back.
It's like when you put a condom on and then the other person's just still looking at their phone. You're like, oh, this is weird. And the person I mean is a woman, too.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, you have to explain that one.
What does that
And the
mean?
person I mean
Theo
is a
Vaughn?
woman too.
Interesting.
He said, you know, like
What the
we know.
fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
He said, you know, like we know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
When you put a condom on and the other person's still on their phone, it's crazy. Okay. That dude says some crazy
We've all
stuff.
been there, Theo.
Some weird stuff. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and.
Sorry, that was my pea brain injecting that into my brain because I literally looked around and was like, "Oh, it's time to put them on."
These guys have their headphones on.
And it just made me
feel
think of
pretty
that scene.
naked right now.
Just made me think about that.
My ears are cold.
The other person's still looking at their phone.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go
you
ahead
got
and
that
cover the
thing on?
story. I hope that you guys go ahead and stick around with us because we're gonna go ahead and talk about what we are gonna go what we're gonna cover, and I think it's gonna be fun. I know I'm excited for this part of the episode, and I think you guys will go ahead and you guys will see why.
I'm already losing my mind.
Alrighty, so here we go. Let me go ahead and just lower it a little bit. As we hear blue.
I know.
we all
Right
heard
when you
that.
lowered it, he started
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah. All right. So
I know you hear me.
All right, Theo. All right.
oh my god, bro. Here we go. Season 4, episode 6, part 4. We continue the episode as Gabi and Sasha lock eyes for a brief moment. Gabi appears to be shocked to see this woman, this island devil, that just gunned down innocent people. And Sasha stops herself from gunning down this child. Connie arrives to land onto the rooftop beside Sasha. A locked-in Connie tells her,
This street's blocked off. Let's go, Sasha.
Sasha turns on a handheld light beacon as she tells Connie.
Slow down. You forgot that we need to set out a lamp, Connie.
Connie now recalls those orders.
Oh, right.
Connie climbs to the highest point on this rooftop to secure the lamp for others to take notice. Connie and Sasha both take off using their ODM gear as Gabi continues to watch and stare. Gabi then looks down and stares at the Marleyan guard as his blood covers the street. Gabi begins to grow aggressively frustrated, trembling as she plots her revenge. A revengeful Gabi picks up the guard's rifle. Connie and Sasha join a group of scouts led by Jean, all gathered at a rooftop. Connie informs Jean.
We stalled their reinforcements.
Jean asks Connie.
What about the lights?
Sasha answers.
All of them are in place now.
Connie now asks Jean,
Are things going all right?
and Jean responds.
They are for now, at least.
Jean watches Mikasa distracting the Warhammer Titan.
If we can take that thing out soon, we'll be fine. But that's a big if. Looks like anything could happen at this point.
Mikasa continues to be agile and swift, evading every Warhammer strike as Mikasa counters with a Thunder Spear attack to one of its knees.
The only way to find out what will come next is to make it out of this mess alive. So focus.
Connie and Sasha continue to stay locked in as they watch Mikasa. Mikasa continues her attempt at distracting and holding off this Titan as she throws a Thunder Spear that lands directly in the right eye. The Warhammer staggers backwards, trying to generate a weapon. The Warhammer counters with an attack directed at Mikasa, but Mikasa evades the strike, causing the Liberial building to collapse. The Warhammer Titan falls backwards to collapse another building. Something to take notice with these buildings collapsing around the Warhammer Titan are the strange-looking roots connected to the Titan. Eren, watching closely, takes notice as he thinks, I knew that something was off. There was something abnormal about the way the Warhammer materialized. It was the first time I'd seen a Titan form from the feet up, not from its neck, but from beneath the stage it was standing on. Eren follows the extension cord source with his eyes until he finds it. So that's where its body is. Eren jumps off a rooftop and then transforms into his attack Titan. Eren's Titan reaches beneath the stage rubble. An injured Magath stays hidden as he watches. Eren's attack Titan then roars out loud as he reveals the hardened cocoon that is the Warhammer Titan user, Laura Tiber. Eren's attack Titan removes the cocoon from the power source, and we see the Warhammer Titan collapse in defeat. Magath, continuing to watch from a safe distance, acknowledges the defeat.
Damn it. The Warhammer's about to get eaten.
Mikasa and the other gathered scouts all watch Eren prepare to gain another Infinity Stone. Eren's attack titan opens wide, but something lurks in the shadows. Eren, inside of his titan, feels a presence as he stops to look behind him. But it's too late. The Jaw Titan has entered the battle and prepares to crunch the Attack Titan's nape. Galliard, inside his titan, yells out in anticipation, "This is the moment I've been waiting for! I'm taking the founder right now!" The Jaw Titan bites down onto the nape as Jean, Connie, Sasha, and the other scouts all watch in shock. Mikasa quickly runs to Eren's aid. But will she get there quick enough? But then, like a blur, someone strikes the Jaw Titan's jaw. Even Galliard is suddenly surprised as he asks himself, "Why can't I bite?" The blur of a scout begins to circle back to the jaw's direction. Wait, could that be him? Is that Ackerman? Captain Levi now joins the battlefield as Eren uses this moment to capitalize, slamming the Jaw Titan against a building. Eren's attack titan grabs a hold of the Jaw Titan's mane as Porco tells himself, "I need to fall back." The Jaw Titan claws at Eren's titan hand, freeing himself as the Jaw Titan falls back. But before the Jaw Titan can flee any further, a Thunder Spear attack from Mikasa drops the Jaw Titan to the ground. Porco, in disbelief, wonders, "What the hell? Can't you see I'm a Titan?" Jean, Connie, Sasha, and the other scouts now rush towards the Jaw Titan. Are a bunch of humans really about to come and kill me? The Jaw Titan stares at the group of scouts, led by Captain Levi, all rushing towards him. No, they're not humans. They're devils. To be continued. Wow. It's a very short moment that we saved here for the ending because I like
so
how
good, though.
I like how we ended last week's episode with that encounter between Gabi and Sasha. Obviously, we know that foreshadowing what that's going to go ahead and kind of bring. But this moment here, it's very, very short moments. Essentially, it's actually 5 minutes, right? It's just 5 minutes of the episode here.
Yeah.
We go ahead and we cover.
But there's still so much to unpack there,
and
which I love.
Sorry, buddy. That's it this week, man.
That's it because it's what we kind of had left to cover for this episode, and I really wanted to go ahead and save this moment all on its own, especially like I said with that.
It's impactful.
That Gabi and that Sasha moment. I really wanted to go ahead and kind of have that discussion as well, which we did, and I want us to go ahead and talk about this because this is a really important moment. We talked before, and we can just jump right into how the episode ended.
No, you haven't.
As if you're not getting a consistent upload.
I know. We've been cheated.
So we're gonna go ahead and
so much.
and we're gonna.
Ray says you'll make me feel like y'all making me feel
To watch
it over. I'm getting the feels.
Yeah. Good.
That's what we try to do.
Yeah.
Go
We try
watch
to,
it again.
We try to make
Let
it
us
so
know.
that you're kind of visualizing it in
As
your
a
brain.
matter of fact, that's exactly what we do. We go ahead and watch the episode back, to go ahead and kind of see it, so we can go ahead and talk about it. But
Find the right delivery. Yeah.
But one thing I want to talk about right here at the start of our open forum discussion here.
Yes.
All right, and you guys, do not be afraid to go ahead and chime in. Do not be afraid to ask questions. We love to go ahead and try to, just, think together about.
Because now that we've set it up, we just need to dissect it. And if you have something to dissect, feel free to.
And Zebra Cake says y'all make me want to watch the show too.
Yeah.
Girl, just watch it.
She's like, I am
She
every
actually-
week with
she-
you guys.
She's
watching it the
she goes,
long
next
way.
week, I promise.
Right.
She finished watching Fear and
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
she finished watching
Yes.
that.
Did you like the dragon fight? I like the dragon fight. The big red dragon. It was a good fight. Good anime.
She goes, once I finish Abbott Elementary.
Gosh darn it. Once I finish One Piece.
Oh, and the new Devil May Cry anime is out now.
Oh,
I
really?
did see that on Netflix.
I haven't seen it yet, and I really want to, because the animation, me and Marco have been texting about it, actually. Marco was like, you need to see it. He was saying the Devil May Cry anime is out right now. You need to watch it. The animation's really good. The dub is good too. And Evanescence is making a new song for that anime.
Oh, that's sick as fuck.
Which is so cool.
No, the style looks great. The style looks great. I saw it on...
I haven't seen anything
literally
about
exactly what I think Tish said. Dude, Evanescence, the theme song.
Yeah. That's what... I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't seen anything about it.
You need to watch the ASAP. Tish asked Zebra Cakes what season. And then, Ray was like, same, looks great. She says, I hope they play and when I see them in May. Ooh,
you're going to see Evanescence in May in the summer? Oh my God. Congrats.
Yeah, I think she's coming in town in May.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You're going to see Evanescence. That's so cool. So happy for you. Have fun.
Yeah, no, the animation style
Scream
really
your head
cool,
off.
Though. When I found I just saw a little clip on Netflix. Like I saw a little bit of the trailer play and I was like, okay, I like this. Visually stimulating.
I've only ever played the Devil May Cry video games, and that's all I know about Devil May Cry.
Zebra Cakes. Look what Zebra Cakes said.
He said, I want to see the Marias, but I had a dream they were mean to me and AJ. You know what's crazy? I was just talking about that with my friends the other day, and they were like,
upset about that.
They're like, I really want to see the Marias live. And I was like, I think my brother told me that, like, she was kind of rude or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember that.
In Dream concert.
No, I saw them for real. I saw them live. Yeah.
So she's just rude.
No, so it's kind of, so it's funny. The story is this, right? So
what is the exact story?
I went to a festival, right? I went to go ahead and see them. I believe the festival was Desert Days. And so I went there, essentially alone, and it was cool to go ahead and just kind of just experience it and stuff. I knew I wanted to only go just the last day, which was a Sunday, and it's so funny because when I showed up there, you can really smell the people that have been there all weekend, right?
At Desert Days, yeah.
Desert Days is a campsite, right? So, anyways, they were the second to last set performing over on one of the main stages. The ones that were the headliners were Beach House. And so that's another reason why I wanted to go. I wanted to go see Beach House.
Of course.
But so I went to go ahead and get to the stage early, right? And I am there to try, just to try to go ahead and get a good spot to go ahead and see the Marias and Beach House, right? Because I knew that I want to stay there at that stage for both of them, right?
Yeah. So you want to get a good spot.
So here's the funny part, right? And I'll get to why I thought that the lead singer, for the Marias, why I felt that she was being kind of rude. But so I'm waiting there, and as these other artists are finishing their sets. I got their 2 sets earlier. I was inching my way closer, getting closer, and then to the point where all of a sudden, I was essentially in the front. When the Marias were getting ready to go ahead and play. But here's the thing. When you're waiting there for a duration, and I think you guys know, sometimes I have a little of a potty problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I was drinking a lot of water because obviously we're outside and stuff,
You're at Desert Days.
Super hydrated.
And then all of a sudden, once they're getting ready to go ahead and get started, and at the point I'm like, fuck, okay, I can probably hold it. And then as soon as they get up there on stage, maybe it was just the excitement, but all of a sudden I was like, fuck. I was like, I really have to go to the bathroom so badly.
Pee.
So their entire set, I had to pee so badly.
You held it in the whole set?
Yes. I was not going to go and leave and then try to. I was not getting back to my spot.
Everybody already smells, bro. Just pee your pants.
You know what? I'm not going to say that thought didn't cross. Well, to go ahead and try to do a quick little release or whatever, but I wasn't about to go and stoop to that low. I was not going to go ahead and stoop.
Not close.
No, so I say that because my experience wasn't. I wasn't like fully like there,
you couldn't focus. You're like, I just really gotta pee.
But still, they sounded amazing live. I feel like she really started to go ahead and kind of start smiling and start kind of, feeling, I don't know, just the crowd a little bit more. Like 4 or 5 songs in, and but those first couple of songs, I swear, like, granted, artists feel very particular about how certain sounds are, but she was like, at first she was kind of like, singing through her first song, and she was kind of like, she would like glance over, but had the kind of that look of like,
I was like, can you fix it?
Right? And then she had to ask 3 times, and so the second time was kind of like a more like a, and then the third was kind of like death stare, like. Yeah,
like turn it up.
And then it was one of those things where I felt like she was being very rude at first, and then the levels of rudeness kind of got to a point where it was like that third like death stare was like, oh, she's a bitch, like
it's like, put it up.
Okay, she's a bitch. But that's just obviously an unfair assessment on my part. But I felt like, I don't know, I kind of got that vibe from her.
It could be she just wanted to deliver. She felt like she wasn't delivering.
Maybe.
Maybe the dude that she was gesturing to deserved it.
Yeah, maybe he was like, on
stop
his phone.
ignoring me. Turn it up.
And also there was I think there was like 2 or 3 songs that they performed where they involved, trumpet playing.
Right.
And I could have sworn the trumpet, because I was so close to the point where I could have sworn the trumpet player was looking down at me, realizing I had to piss so badly.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
They all know I have to pee.
Here's some smooth jazz to help you.
Yeah, because there was times where he's playing his trumpet, and just picture a guy playing the trumpet while he's just staring at you the entire time.
You're like,
just
holding on, doing the potty dance.
Yeah, I was just like essentially just trying to go ahead and balance to the music and stuff, and all that. But unfair assessment on my part. I just felt like, damn, like that was low key rude. I was like, man, I don't know. And then like,
just left a bad taste in your mouth.
So the reason why I really left that festival thinking that is because with Beach House, like I don't know her name, I don't know any of their names, but like the main singer also in Beach House, like she was like so nice. To the crowd, and
she's been making music for a long time.
And to like the stage crew and everything, like she was shouting them out as well too and stuff, and she just you could tell she was just so appreciative to be there. Not to say that the lead singer of the Marias wasn't appreciative or whatever. Like it could be like you said, Zach, where she just wants to deliver. And I'm sure she also kind of has a standard and stuff, which is fine. Obviously, they're getting pretty like mainstream now.
Yeah.
And but
that's the main reason why I brought it with my friends. We were like, as much as I love when my low-key artists, like I'm happy that they're famous.
Like Gus
I'm
Dapperton.
also a little like, dang, that was my little underground artist.
Yeah, like Gus Dapperton.
Yeah.
Gus
Dapperton is now big. The Marias are getting pretty big, and then like Mac DeMarco got big.
Yeah, but Mac stays Mac.
Yeah, Mac is still Mac.
Like,
that's true.
Mac, he's the type of guy where he's like, he considers it a sellout.
That, not that it changes the person, not that it changes the artist. We were talking about how it's like now everyone listens. Like now everyone listens to them. Like, yes, I'm glad that they're getting so much attention, but also like,
I hate that I feel like a normie for like
I know.
the artist I've liked for fucking
to be like,
ever.
guys, because you'll listen to them and everyone will be singing along. And you're like, in the back of your head, you're like, I've been listening to them
social
longer
media
than
too.
you.
Like social media too. Like there's
y'all don't even know what the best songs are.
I know.
Things they go ahead and they go viral on like TikTok and stuff as well. Certain like songs where all of a sudden you're like, damn, like I remember when that song was out, like,
I remember listening to that song the day it dropped and being like, this is peak fucking music.
That's honestly me with Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I'm glad she's getting so much popularity. Everyone knows who Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Billie is. You can say Billie and everyone knows who she is. But when I first was listening to her, all she had out was an EP.
Yeah.
And then she had just released When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And now she's gigantic, and now I'm like,
yep, massive.
I hear all of my little kids at PE are like, I love Billie Eilish. I'm like, you weren't even old enough to. What do you mean?
Trying to gatekeep the artist, you can't do it.
I have a kid that I teach that has seen Billie Eilish 4 times in concert.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Were they the kid that threw the bracelet over it?
No, just right at her face. No.
That's crazy.
Interesting. What we got going on in chat?
Zebra Cake says, I feel like Foster the People would be openly mean, LMAO, and I would fully expect it. She said, and then she goes, in my dream, they were collaborating on an album cover because obviously I'm a famous popular artist.
Of course.
And she was so dismissive of me and AJ and ignoring us when we greeted her, and now I can't listen to her music because I'm a hurt baby.
After a dream.
Oh, shit.
But you know what? Subconscious is a powerful thing.
Yeah. Then Tish proceeds to say they made pumped up cakes. They are mean.
Yeah.
Zebra Cake
About Foster
says,
the People?
you right. Yeah. Tish said, me when TOP blew up. Now their music is buns.
Right, with 21 Pilots. Right, exactly. Billie is mommy high key. That's what I'm saying, dude. I hate that people
Objectify her like that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Isn't that why
People have been objectifying
wears,
Billie
like,
since she wasn't even
oversized
legal.
clothing?
That was a huge reason when she was growing up, yeah. But since she's been legal and stuff, now she's like, it's funny. She recently actually, God, this is so brain rot of me. But she recently, it's very topical. She recently reposted an old clip of her back when she had her green roots and everything, of her saying like, yeah, well, this is what I want to wear today, and if I want to dress like a slut tomorrow, then I'll do that because I want to do it. And it was like her when she was like 17 saying that, and she reposted it now at like 22, being like, period. It's the same thing. I feel the same way. This is how I want to dress now. But she did dress a really, she wore a lot of her hip hop streetwear baggy clothes because she was like, dude, everyone keeps looking at my tits. Everyone keeps talking about my body.
Yeah.
And like the one picture of her when she was literally just running from like her car to like her house and she was wearing a tank top and stuff. They took a picture of her and everyone was like, damn, Billy's got fat. Billy's fat now. She's so ugly. And she was like, no, I didn't get fat. This is just what I look like without all the baggy clothes. Thank you. That's just what I look like. Thanks, guys.
Well, I mean, that's an unfortunate part about being in the spotlight.
Yeah.
You're
Everyone's got an
constantly
opinion.
objectified.
It's very easy to be like,
like, trust, we deal with it every
Everyone
day.
thinks what they say.
very easy to just
changes
tippity
the
tappy,
world.
tippy tappy on your computer
Yeah.
and on your phone. She's slowly finding herself again, but people are weird. Oh yeah, she's in a much better place now.
Bro, I'm not disrespecting you. No. You're not.
No. I'm talking about when people are like, I agree. Billy is mommy. I agree.
We're talking about people who are doing it like
Having tits is so
maliciously.
hard because the wrong shirt will make you look wide. Right. Exactly. But anyway, shout out to Billie Eilish.
Yeah, shout out to Billy.
I hope you're watching this.
Another Attack on Titan fan.
Damn
I know.
right she is.
She's literally worn an Attack on Titan shirt like at a full concert. Like at a concert. She was like, obviously you think a lot about what you're going to wear. She's like, I want a shirt with Eren, Mikasa, and Armin on it. And I'll perform in that. Period.
Blue's making me miss my puppy.
I know. I want to let him in. Anyway, should we talk about Attack on Titan now?
Yeah. So
Billie Eilish, friend of the pod.
My favorite scene from this episode is when the Warhammer Titan has a hole in its right eye.
yeah.
And it's doing the
right.
specific panel is the front view when it's lunging forward. Just because you can see a good amount of detail in that left eye through the grates.
It's a manga panel, or is it a panel in the
just
animation?
in the anime. Oh. The manga panel too, it's like you have the hole there and it's like the Warhammer Titan's lunging forward, but in the anime it's just like having that look of
From
like this doesn't do anything to me kind of movement.
Yeah. So one thing we talked about, like, so we'll talk about the Warhammer right now, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get to Porco. But the Warhammer, again, I think shows their lack of combat.
Yeah.
And that's
And also
part of the discussion.
lack of intelligence, low key.
Yeah.
Leaving your cord out like that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I guess like she tried to hide it by having multiple, but
Just keep more rubble around.
you
where
also
are.
transformed from
the stage.
to underneath.
You transform from the stage, and all of a sudden, now you can go ahead and hide your little power cords over, through buildings and from.
You just need some better cable management, dude.
When we think about it this way, do you think she's seen any other Titan besides Eren just now really transform? Like, she doesn't know that they don't go from feet up.
I really love this section. Just speaking on this whole section that we chose to go over really speaks volumes on what people of Marley really have seen and haven't seen. Because we know that parity compared to Marley in terms of technology, we know that Marley has a lot, they're more advanced. But dealing with Titans...
But the thing is, ODM gear makes Marley feel less advanced.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
it's like, these people have
they know how
so
to deal
much
with Titans
time
as humans.
Yes, they have so much
They
time
don't have
and
Titan
resources on
warriors
their
that they
hand.
send out to attack Titans. They attack Titans head on, not with faraway cannon fire.
Yeah, there's no militia, there's no cannoneers,
train
there's no
to
ammunition. It's just you go in there
kill
and you
Titans.
slaughter that shit.
Yeah, they train to fly and kill Titans, and they train Titans to fight Titans. So there's a clear difference there. That's what I would love to talk about at the ending of this, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So let's continue with the beginning.
No,
Well, yeah, no,
one thing I
like-
wanted to go ahead and talk. I'm sorry. go
Yeah,
ahead.
you're good. I feel like with that, like, the Warhammer probably doesn't even realize starting to transform at her feet is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, is a giveaway to Eren.
I don't think she realizes every other Titan user starts generation at the nape.
At the nape, yeah.
So I just
She
thought that
probably
was
didn't think it was
interesting.
going to
Yeah.
be that much of a giveaway.
I mean, it goes to show how little they know about Eren versus how little Eren really knows about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to
for
say
sure.
it also goes to show too, like how
I
much
just
Eren
heard him
has grown.
sniffing the
How
microphone.
much Eren has grown because Eren, while now in battle, is constantly observing and constantly like he is like. These are certain like key details that I feel like Eren wouldn't go ahead and really notice.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when he was still just trying to go ahead and learn how to go ahead and battle and fight.
Yeah.
So
But he's been around the block a few times.
yeah.
I mean, he did go to
Can I
war.
pet that
got his leg
dog?
chopped off his own leg.
Can I pet that dog?
It's like no petting.
He's like, why'd you put me down?
Yeah.
I'm not done here.
So again, the fact that Eren even acknowledges the fact that, and even recalls and remembers that that was how the Titan went ahead and transformed. Because I mean, in theory, that's kind of like something that you can really not take notice of and just react and see that a Titan is transforming, and then like, oh shit, like we talked about, Eren goes and breaks the rule of just like allowing the transformation to go
jumps
ahead
the
and
gun
happen.
real
Like, no,
quick.
he goes out there
No,
and
he
starts,
waits for the moment that the face is starting to be formed, and he's like, cool, a
Yeah.
target.
Yeah. But
When in reality, he probably could have just cut the cord at the
Yeah.
jump and just been
Could just like grabbed
"Where's
her ankle.
Where's this cord go?
I know.
yeah. So kind of on the same topic of like lack of experience, I want to now talk about Porco, and we understand like Porco is a type of character where
He's a little impulsive.
yeah,
A little
He's
emotional.
impulsive with some good instincts.
Yeah.
so
Sometimes.
He's a well-trained, impulsive person.
I think that that's a great way to go ahead and describe him, and I think that there is like this this feeling of I mean, he goes on to describe it, but like he just feels like humans are beneath, right?
Yeah.
Lesser than, and
Yeah.
can't go ahead and hold their own
I
against
have a
Titans.
Titan.
And so I mean, even
That's all he's been really exposed to.
Yeah.
Unless you have like insane weaponry, you're probably not doing much to him.
yeah, like those anti-Titan cannons, right? But in this moment here, right? So Porco goes on to go ahead and tell Peak, like, I'm gonna go ahead, right? I'm gonna go ahead and move ahead while Peak waits for, you know, the Cart Titan to be ready for battle. And I guess kudos to Porco for waiting when he did and waiting for an opportunity to strike, because I feel like maybe, you know, Porco would have just jumped into the battle, but in here,
I
you
think
know,
that's exactly what he did already. He's just like, he's like, ooh, opening.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, is this the best opening I could take? What's gonna happen? Where's everybody else on the battlefield right now?
He was
It
just
was
like, opening, I gotta take it.
It was like,
now or never.
chomp.
He's like a now or never thinker.
He was excited for it because he says, this is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm taking the founder right now. Like, obviously this, I mean, the founding Titan is like, that is the, like,
That's the main objective.
that's what you need to go ahead and get. Yeah.
Kind of a funny parallel between Porco and Peak, and then with Sasha and Connie, because Connie was also like,
I feel like
all
they
right, let's
complement
move
each
on.
other in very similar fashions.
And Sasha was like, don't forget, we got to put down a lantern.
Yeah.
Same way that Peak was like, careful, don't rush in. You don't know what you're getting into.
They all just mirror
girls
each
trying
other.
just girls trying to take care of the boys.
Yeah.
I feel like they all just mirror each other, like their dynamic.
Yeah, there's a lot of parallels between Marlians and Island Devils.
Wow, it's almost like we're all just people.
I know. Crazy. It's almost like you're victim to the propaganda that you're shown.
That's what it is. I mean, when you're essentially brainwashed into believing a certain
chains.
thing, and then you
Break
become
your
like
chain,
this,
break the cycle.
like, air quotes, warrior, right? And you're,
That is what makes you valuable. You must
Yeah.
prove you are valuable by either being
yeah.
a Titan or being Marley. You can't be an Eldian.
so Porco has this excitement and this anticipation of claiming the founder. And he gets pretty damn close. Obviously, you know, Mikasa, she's a force to be reckoned with, but she is not able to get there quick enough. And I'm sure that would have absolutely devastated her if she wasn't able to go ahead and save Eren, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that would have been something that would haunt her, right? But
She would have killed herself, to be honest with you.
but thankfully, she didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact,
thankfully not.
thankfully, there was someone else that was there.
An amazing person.
And it was such a cool moment too. Like,
I know.
rewatching it, and then just like I got that excitement and stuff. I got that feeling again where I was like, oh,
The first
shit.
time that we see Levi at all
over
this
here in
season.
season 4. Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
First time we're seeing any of them, but
yeah.
Levi's entrance, it's always got to be badass.
And it just goes to show, again, like we're talking about like the lack of impulse control that Porco has. Like Levi has always been somebody who's been very like methodical, right? And here, like,
But still quick-witted.
we don't know where he's been waiting this entire time, but he's been kind of been there, right? And he's just like maybe
Close enough to react to that.
Yeah,
quick
waiting to
attack.
seize his opportunity.
Porco.
yeah. So again, it just goes to show that the trust that he has over in his crew,
Yeah.
right? Because if Levi didn't
Yeah, you
have
guys
trust
set
and faith
fire
in them, then
to houses and stuff.
Levi would be out there taking out, the Marleyan soldiers and trying to go ahead and fight alongside, Aaron to take out, the Warhammer, and Levi doesn't even touch the Warhammer,
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So
He's like, Aaron chose that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back the fuck up.
yeah, so Captain Levi shows up to go ahead and save Aaron. Obviously, something that Aaron did not go ahead and
Predict.
did
Yeah.
not predict that.
for.
But
Levi probably like in the back of his head, he was like, do I just let him swallow him? Like, should I just let it happen?
He's like,
So tired as Aaron, dude.
I could like retire.
I know. He's like, I could just
retire.
I could just let him go right now.
He's like, everyone's already dead. What the fuck else do I have to do?
Like, I'll just let him get swallowed. It's fine. Sorry, Mikasa.
So
You'll be fine. I'm breaking your chains for you.
now to get to the confusion that is Porco, right? So again, we talked about how Porco goes out there and feels like Titans are far superior than humans, and
course.
obviously they are in a lot of ways. But it goes to show like he doesn't even take them serious as far as like enemies, like a threat. And then in this moment is kind of like the slap in the face reality check.
He looks at them almost like bugs.
Yeah, and the thing is, they are like they're swarming him.
Yeah.
Right. So in here, like he's trying to go ahead
remember.
and he's trying to run away, but Mikasa goes out there and launches a thunder spear that lands literally over on his hand as he's trying to go ahead and kind of
And, like,
get to
block it,
the rooftop to go ahead and try to now start fleeing. Mikasa goes out there and does her thing. All of a sudden, Porco goes on to see this swarm of scouts, and credit again for me. I watch it, anime and dub. You can, I guess hold your judgment or whatever. But I have been on record to go ahead and say that my multitasking skills is very good, and so I need to go ahead and kind of watch, and I need to go ahead and kind of see to fully experience the scene and not just like read subtitles. But anyway, so I say that because Kellen Goff. Thank you.
Excellent.
Oh.
Man.
Kellen Goff.
AJ.
Very good.
AJ, thank
phenomenal.
you.
Yeah. Very good job, AJ.
Thank
Kellen
you,
Goff
AJ.
is, so shout out to Kellen Goff,
That shit,
who
you killed it.
voiced a Porco Galliard over in the dub Attack on Titan, and the moment he realizes, he says, "What the hell? Can't you see that I'm a Titan?" Right? He's like, he goes, "Are a bunch of humans really about to come and kill me?" Like, this is now the reality setting in.
Yeah.
This is now one of those moments.
Oh, they don't give a fuck that I could eat them.
This is a safe space. Thank you. I'm like, oh, new friends. I'm gonna get judged.
know. No.
But
As if he did a bad
good
job
job.
at all. I know.
Yeah, AJ
You
was
did a
a
great
good
job.
no, I just meant like how people go ahead and they say like, oh, you watch dub or whatever. It's kind of like,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm still focused on that immaculate voice of yours.
yeah. I mean, I was excited to go ahead and do the line. I'm happy I delivered it. But yeah, reality's setting in here, and this is now like again, Marley's getting a huge reality check in every aspect of this right now. Like obviously we talked about Willie fully anticipated to sacrifice himself, for the greater good, right?
Yeah.
And where the reality check sits in is, I think, with Commander Magath, and I think that as he saw these Island Devils infiltrating Marley, he felt like, oh my gosh, these fools don't even know what they're doing. They're already kind of just like, they're digging their own graves right now and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then where do we see Magath over in here? He's literally like running with a couple other surviving soldiers, right? Hidden as they're kind of like running through rubble and trying to, stay out of sight, yet he's still noticing what? He's noticing them
The Warhammer getting
ready to go ahead and lose this battlefield.
Yeah.
So huge reality check here over in Marley, and this is just another reminder here as Porco thought he could probably go in there in this battlefield and save the day. That wasn't the case. They
Yeah.
got close.
He was like, it's
but-
just like any other war. I go in there, I kill
He
the
really
big
thought
bad,
he
I
could.
win.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen, and didn't happen. And I love the line too. He's just like realizing these humans, are they gonna come kill me? And then he has to like almost like correct himself, and he's like, "Well, no, they're not humans. They're devils." And the way that scene looked, like you were describing, as like we get a POV look from the Jaw
Oh
Titan.
yeah, you see them
and
all blacked out, and they're just all like
they're just like
zooming
even
in,
like they're like
zooming in.
yeah, they're like swinging, right? And
Yeah.
it looks so cool.
I think it would have been amazing if they just had the slight touch of like just red eyes, just like a little red light trailing as
Yeah.
they swing around.
And it was cool too, because in that moment, as they're all just swarming, you know, this and that, and then the one that comes close into view where you can see is Captain Levi.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
He just
His
jump
gaze.
scares you like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
And again, the fact that like these Marlians are aware of this Ackerman, you know,
Yeah.
it just goes to show that like obviously left an
they know.
impression on Zeke.
They know.
He almost killed Zeke.
There's an Ackerman here. What I really wanted
There's
to
two,
touch
actually.
on about that scene, specifically with Porco and how he's like, why aren't they scared of me? I'm a Titan. These are humans. Is because of how different Parody and Marley live. Marley I've touched on it earlier. Marley trains with Titans to fight Titans.
Yeah.
Titans fight Titans in Marley. And with Parody, it seems like a lot of Parody citizens have had either training or have seriously had to fight Titans.
Yeah.
As humans. They
Scouts
don't
do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what scouts do. They have no idea that that Titans can even be controlled. They have no idea that Titans are anything more than a random monster, the villain. That's all they think.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, that's what we've trained. We have this ODM gear and we train to fight them head on because that's how we survive. So Porco's just so taken aback of like, whoa, like these people can actually kill a Titan. I have never in my life seen it
Yeah.
possible for
They're the only country in
human-
the world that focuses on man to Titan combat.
Yeah.
Everything else
is
is
insane.
weapon combat, heavy artillery combat, or Titan to Titan.
yeah.
But like,
course.
like you were saying,
Like
they're
getting
the only
close with
ones.
swords and
With two blades,
Yeah.
they can take you out.
Literally train themselves to
Completely
go ahead
different.
and to fight against Titan.
yeah, completely different ball game to what
They have the maneuverability for
to what
it.
people in Marley are used to.
Yeah.
To be like, I didn't even think it was remotely possible for a human to fight a Titan. Nonetheless, be this brave and this like skilled at
nonetheless
it.
win.
Yeah.
Fucking win.
Like literally sit him down on his ass and like humble him. He's like, oh my
Bro
god.
tried to escape and got stopped.
Yep.
And
It's
then
like he's been
jumped.
used to fighting like, you know, he's been used to fighting like, you know, people around his area, around his age. And then he goes up against like a professional SWAT team. He's like, oh shit.
Like he's the bully in school, and all of a sudden a group of kids decide to stand up to him.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, literally.
And all of a sudden he's like, but you guys are supposed to be afraid of me.
Yeah.
You know, and then these kids are all kind of like, you know, crowding
Well,
up
you don't
over
know,
this
man.
bully, and they're like,
You don't know how
They're
we
all
train.
Starting to circle
More.
him with evil grin.
I know.
He's used to bullying all these little kids, and then he goes over to this other island. He's like, oh, cool, more little kids. Let me bully them.
Yeah.
They whip out their swords. Whoa!
I know.
I've got the power of God and anime on my side.
I know. He's like, never mind. These people know what they're doing. They're not scared of Titans.
Yeah.
Got it.
I love
Never
that
mind.
because you
It's so good.
as the viewer, you're like, all of season 4, you're like, this is who I was waiting for.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like,
This
oh yeah.
is my crew of devils.
Yeah.
This is what I've been waiting for.
There's my guy.
Yeah.
I remember when we first watched it live together, we were so hyped over it. We're like, let's go, finally some action. I remember when we first started watching, we were like, oh, God, they finished the episode right where Aaron showed up and made the
Yeah.
reveal. I remember we were so pissed. And then finally seeing action and hearing Kellen Goff be like, Ackerman? We were so pumped, man.
There's like distorted Titan voice.
I know.
Is that Ackerman?
It's just so good. Such good stuff. And finally being able to see our devils coming through.
Yeah.
Seeing, I mean, at the time we were like,
They're
look how
now-
cool Sasha looks, not knowing that. I vividly remember being like, they look so cool and older now, and
He's
not,
got like the hair growing out and stuff. You know,
and not even recognizing that, like, oh shit, she's just like okay, you're
Like,
the one.
That's another foreshadowing moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't notice it until, I mean, obviously that's why we're reviewing it. Attack on Titan's just like that. Thank you, Isayama.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, essentially the Island Devils, they
miss
showed up
her.
over to the Marley and home, and they just
I miss
infiltrated.
Sasha.
They took over.
I know.
They took over Marley for this moment, and man, I can only imagine like what Peak would be thinking of Porco right now.
Yeah. You idiot.
How the fuck did you already get
I just told you don't go in until
Told
you
you to
know what
wait
we're
for
up
me.
against.
You literally just attacked them. Like 2 seconds ago, you were biting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
like I just told you that I would have my artillery, my armor in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait for me. Wait for
Just
me.
wait 10 minutes. It's fine.
Meanwhile, Porco's like, "This is my chance."
I see an opening now. I could be him.
I could be I need a hero.
I know.
Can we talk about Porco as the founding titan?
Oh my god. No, his brain just explodes. I don't think he can handle
I think
all
Porco
that.
would end up actually killing himself.
It's the wrong hardware for the software.
Yeah.
Because he'd be able to be like,
there's not
holy
enough
crap.
gigs for the update.
Yeah.
Definitely not enough. Bro,
Yeah.
there ain't even enough
Not enough
megabytes.
gigs.
Let
You
alone
gotta go in and
gigs.
start deleting some memories, bro.
I know. You got to start deleting something.
He's like,
Wipes-
"I'm sorry, Marcel."
I know.
All
Start deleting
Galliard memories
something.
are wiped. He's just
I know.
I am the
King Fritz. He just turns into King Fritz.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's just not meant to
So
be.
glad that didn't happen.
I don't want to know what a Jaw Attack Founder looks like.
I know.
Oh,
Jaw Attack Founder just for Zeke to be like, I'll eat him. Then you have Beast Jaw Attack Founder.
might as well just get all of them going. Get all
I
9 of
know.
them, bro.
I appreciate.
I am the Super Titan.
I also like that
Porco
Infinity Stone that you
Yeah, the Infinity
in there.
Stone
That
reference
was
is
funny.
slick.
Infinity Stone. I appreciate the Porco Galliard character and obviously being voiced by Kellen Goff, but I mean, there's just certain Titans are just meant for people, and let's just say that Jaw Titan will just stick with the Jaw Titan.
Yeah, Porco can
Jaw
just
is
stay.
a jaw. The only man who can rock a jaw and maybe something else, it's my boy Falco.
It's Falco.
Yeah.
Because he is a beast.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Like he basically already has some beast qualities, so just
Yeah.
give him the Beast Titan.
All right, rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you guys in chat. I know that Tish is still there. If anybody else is still there, if you can acquire one Infinity Stone, which one would it be?
reality.
Reality. You'd be a reality distorter. Interesting.
I feel like reality is the most versatile.
Yeah, but it came from the worst Thor movie. I'm just kidding.
That means it gets its own movie with me now. It's
There
gonna be
you go.
10 times
I know.
better.
That means you just got to make it better.
So, again, the stones you have here, you're looking at obviously the Power Stone, purple Power Stone, right? Time Stone, which there you go. I think Tish says
Yeah.
That's what
time
I
just
would have
to
said.
do-
just to do the hand motions.
There you go.
I know.
Yeah.
The time.
You're not a wizard though. You're not Sorcerer
Yeah,
Supreme.
you have to
wanna
go
come back
ahead
up
and.
You have to be a sorcerer to do the hand motions.
Come here. We'll come back up.
So you got power, time, reality, right? There are 2 more stones. That is the
I don't know what they are, man.
I just felt the chair
Soul Stone,
when he
Yes.
right? Which is the orange one, I believe.
Yes, that's visions.
Careful.
And then the final one is
It is. Oh wow, there's 6 of them.
Got anything for the people?
Space, mind,
Space.
reality, power, time, and soul.
Got anything for the people, Blue?
what was it? So space and
Space, mind,
mind,
reality,
Mind stone, interesting.
power, time, soul.
Okay,
Whisper.
yeah, I'd probably go time.
The mind stone was visions. I'm dumb.
Yeah,
Whisper.
I'd probably choose time.
Come here.
You both the reality.
No, I'm picking time.
Time.
Blue. Blue.
Yeah.
Just because that's always my go-to, like any superpower, whatever I want, is just any kind of time manipulation. I think it's too versatile.
Tish says I'm currently fighting witch allegations, so it's meant for me. There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You are a witch.
What's wrong with being a witch?
Nothing.
being witches.
I'm one of those witches.
Yeah, witches.
Baby.
Alice Phoebe, whatever. What's her full name? Alice Phoebe.
Who?
The one who the artist who sings witches.
Oh, Alice Phoebe Lou.
Alice Phoebe Lou. Yeah.
I read
The
allegations
time.
as alligators. I'm actively fighting witch alligators right now, so
It's
That's
meant for me.
crazy.
I was like, dang, that's what you're.
They're casting
Thursday
death roll
night?
spells on me.
That's what your Thursday night looks like.
The Caribbean's crazy, bro. They got witch alligators.
Okay, Blue. Say something for the people. Blue.
Porco.
Whisper. 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 Yeah. Whisper. Can you hear him?
I think so. I don't know.
Nope.
Hey, don't smack the mic.
Look. Oh, look. Whisper. Hey. Hey.
Whisper.
Look at me.
Whisper.
Yeah. Whisper. Yeah.
There you go.
Good boy.
He was doing a lot of whisper. Good boy.
Now, Blue, speak.
Are you a Jaegerist?
He's like,
No comment.
No.
Whisper. Interesting. Tish continues saying, no, I give accurate tarot readings. Now persons are scared. But what if the random beach lady could have been? That's why she wanted my skin.
That's why she was a witch. She was like, I just need to get your DNA, and then
Jacob just joins in and he says, Blue said yes.
Blue said yes.
He did not. He did not say yes. He said no.
He whispered.
Yeah, he didn't even say anything. I asked if he's a Jaegerist, and he looked away.
Yeah, so good old humble pie for Porco.
I know, he has such bad posture.
It was so nice to go ahead and see Sasha, as we talked about.
Arms aren't long enough for his body.
Connie, Jean, Captain Levi, man.
That's literally why.
The crew, they're just taking over, man, you know? They're like,
Which is
new
so cool to
territory,
see them
this
all
is our-
interacting again now that they're older.
Yeah. Cleaning up Aaron's messes.
Yeah, of course. Just
How it
following
is.
him around. Constantly having to go save him.
Yeah. So,
Some things never change.
again, the foreshadowing moment, which we were left with last episode with the Gabi and Sasha moment, and just to continue that foreshadowing narrative, Gabi goes on to go ahead and pick up the rifle that belonged to the guard, and now Gabi is having this moment of just like devilish behavior. She's having this moment of just absolute frustration. She is in some ways becoming that suicidal maniac. She is embodying that Eren Yeager mindset of, I must kill all Titans.
Yeah.
Now she's like, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this bitch.
I know.
You're like, she
He's
killed
like,
my friend.
I know.
the devil.
I'm gonna kill her back.
Yeah, literally. What would she say, Lex? How would she talk? What would she say to go ahead and talk? Put a little improv here.
What she would say in regard to what?
To Sasha. So
About
let's say
killing her?
Sasha went ahead. They had a brief little stare down, and then Sasha goes on runs away. But Gabi has to have the last word. What would she tell Sasha?
You're still just a devil, and that's all you'll ever be.
There you go.
That's pretty lore accurate, I'd say.
Yeah.
Bang!
Damn.
Yeah.
And she says the word too. She goes, bang!
There you go.
Boom! Boom!
Boom!
Yeah.
Boom!
Awesome.
So she does.
Okay.
Sorry about your friend.
And then
So sorry about the loss of your brother. You get 5 big. Boom!
Oh my god. Okay, so now some improv here. So for Connie, Gabi right now is not a good shot. She goes out there and she tries to shoot over at Sasha and Connie Sasha, but she ends up shooting through Connie's foot.
Why my foot, bro?
So how does Connie react?
You stupid twerp! Ow, it hurts! Sasha, carry me!
Just imagine him screaming his head
There
off.
you go, Taekwondo.
Sasha, she shot my foot!
There you go. That's picture just literally just like they're like zipping away and then just
I'm leaving a trail! Oh!
something just hit me.
Some Marleyan soldier's gonna be down there like,
I know.
They have a war cry!
All you hear is just like
they have a war cry. What does it mean?
How am I ever gonna play soccer again? It's my dominant foot!
Oh my god. Now a little bit more morbid. If Gabi goes out there and shoots at one of them, aiming over at Sasha, but takes out Connie, what does Sasha do? When I mean takes out Connie, I mean
Hey, thank you. I couldn't tell.
I think she's gonna end up turning into that demon she did when there was
I don't like the bread.
when there was bread. Yeah, after she
Like,
finished
turns-
her run.
You know, just
Yeah, red eyes, and she's gonna show you what a devil really looks like.
She's gonna jump scare the fuck
Beat
out
you
of
up
her.
like
That
the
is
bitch
some
you are.
Five Nights
Come
at
here,
Freddy's
girl.
Shit.
and then we lose Connie.
Yeah.
And then I stopped watching.
But
Yeah, and
would
then
you
stop watching.
rather want Connie
Don't do this to me. I'm
Sasha.
not gonna. I'm
or
not
bring
gonna answer.
Sasha back?
Ah,
Connie or Sasha?
I'm not answering. Don't do it. You can't do that to me.
Who do you want?
both.
Yo, no. You can't have both.
Hey, you make the
Who do you
polls,
want in
put
chat?
both.
Do you
Put both
want
as an
Connie
option.
or would you rather Connie die and then that means Sasha? Yay or no?
No.
Then we don't
way.
get that awesome like scene where they're like, "Well, friend," you know, when they breathe in the spores.
You're talking about Jean and Connie.
Yeah.
Both of them. Both.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
And then she
Both
for
of
the
'em.
Sasha, she just says no words, just dark aura,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have words.
demonic
Just be
Sasha.
I don't want to fuck with that Sasha.
Yeah.
I just picture like
Hunter instincts.
Connie's death just brings upon pain
Like a
over to the
panther.
Connie mom Titan where she's just like on her back going
Yeah.
war cry, and then roll credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
Oh my
just played
gosh.
some smooth-
Lord.
I hated
Trumpet
that.
right now.
That was like saxophone on some real shit.
Nope. A little bit of scratch.
This is a pretty bad violin.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna need to oil her up.
Yeah.
Let me put some Aquaphor on it.
Okay, Diddy, calm down.
I have to luber it.
Interesting here. Well, I think we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got much else for the app. I just want One Piece back.
Yeah.
He just wants to go home to see his dog,
I do.
True.
which I really don't blame you for. I would too.
I'll bring him next week for you guys. He'll have his
Period.
shots and everything.
All right.
Have
So
some potty
that
paint.
is.
And we got a great
vet.
vet that you could go to as well.
That's very true. I'm gonna get the free trip from Banfield, and then I'm gonna go.
Oh, yeah, do that. Take advantage of that.
I'll get the free trip, and then I'll go to the La Habra one.
We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Wow. What time are we looking at? What do we got?
It's 8:23.
8:23. We are rocking at an hour and 50.
Okay, perfect. Approaching that 2-hour mark, but shorter episode. We only had one portion to go ahead and cover. I apologize to all of our friends that were expecting so much more from us, but we hope that you at least appreciated this.
We'll be back
cool little
next
moment.
week with a
But
puppy
trust
or
me.
two.
We'll be back next week, potentially
we'll-
with the puppy. Over on the pod. Over on the potty. Maybe go out there and getting
On the potty.
Let's not put potty out there when the dog's here, because he'll be like, potty?
completely full potty
I know,
over
just don't
onto
say that.
the little pee pads.
Yeah. Oh,
Just munching over
I'm
on
gonna bring-
Zach's
I'm gonna
little
bring-
camera, HDMI cable. Next thing you know, just you're gonna see Zach's camera radar just go boom. It's
I know.
so dark.
It's gonna cut out.
Um,
I'm gonna have to bring in toys for him.
but yeah, I want to say again, Tish, thank you so much for joining us. Jacob, of course, thank you for joining us. Beautiful Zebra Cake, thank you for joining us.
Nice
And,
meeting you, Ray.
And Ray, welcome
it
to the
was
show.
indeed. Nice meeting
welcome
you.
to the show, and we hope that you all go ahead and come back with us next week and join us next week, and just continue to go ahead and do these fun little live streams because we've said it before plenty of times. It's like whenever we go ahead and we cover the these episodes, it's fun, but it just makes it more like that much more enjoyable whenever you're able to go ahead and join us live and just go ahead and kind of have a cool little hangout and stuff and yeah, good stuff. So like Lexi mentioned, Attack the Talk podcast is our Instagram, and that's where you guys will get all of your updates.
Yep.
And
And hi,
we'll go
Kyron.
ahead. We will throw out sometimes a poll question, and we'll go ahead and we'll throw out a Q&A. And we
shall
appreciate
see.
whenever you guys go ahead and you respond or you go ahead and you vote, and it's cool. It's cool that we're able to go ahead and get those results and just get the insight and all that, and again, you guys' support just really means the world. And we have our code. Thank you so much for that. We'll go and we'll get to that code. That code just says so wholesome, and it's also again 100 subs. Yeah. Here's 200 more. Yeah, let's continue to go ahead and grow this podcast together. And again, you never know who's going to go ahead and find this podcast much later on down the line in the future.
I know.
And, then
We have a lot of content out there too.
there's a
So
lot.
And
So
we were immortalized on the internet.
speaking of the YouTube, since we are at 100 subs, I do want to, of course, give a huge shout out over to.
I know. Thank you.
Shout out to Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Nate.
Thank
Nate Plays Bad
you.
because
Yeah, Nate, you are the reason we look good on there.
Nate has
I love you, little
worked at
brother.
getting the YouTube together and getting those episodes available to all of us. So yeah. So shout out to Nate Plays Bad, and make sure you guys go ahead and support Nate as well over on his many platforms. He's on Twitch. He has a YouTube channel, and go ahead and check him out over at Nate Plays Bad. Also over on Instagram for us. So if you're interested in the platforms we are available on, just go to our the link tree in the bio. Jacob goes, I'm 30 of those 100 subs. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
We need you to
My
create
30 different accounts.
another 50 more. So to continue our growth.
Yes.
So we really only have 97 subs because we know he really means 3 accounts out
Yeah.
of those 30 are his.
Yep.
We really have 97.
So spread the word, guys.
Give us 3 more subs.
We have almost 600 on our Instagram. We have 539,
Oh wow. Cool. Yeah, we're growing over on Instagram
making
as well.
progress.
which is
awesome.
amazing. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we
Spread the love.
appreciate you guys. Just spreading the word over to the making ghost accounts now. Thanks, Tish. We appreciate you guys spreading the word and trying to go ahead and get more friends and to grow the podcast. And it's crazy, man. I go ahead and I think about it, man. It's just crazy where we kind of started off and we were just solely audio. Mm-hmm. And then here we are over
We were like
season
super
4.
nervous sitting around a phone.
Yeah, we're like, okay, let's do this. Oh shoot, that's right. We can't go ahead and stop it and record it again and all that and try to get it all in one take.
You gotta do it all in one take.
Which-
No edits
What we do
and
now? We're gonna do it all in one take.
voice acting and
Yeah.
not really
No more
vibing. and
reruns?
No music in the background and
We're only going to have episode accurate
and you can
music.
only record an hour. Otherwise, you gotta
record an hour
Fuck.
and
you
then
gotta.
We're going back to season 1
Yeah.
handicaps.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know, seriously.
We've leveled up so much. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, shout out to
I love you, Nate.
but yeah, we're available on essentially all the platforms where you guys can go ahead and get your podcast. And I know that you guys can go ahead and watch
Account.
us
That
on.
was crazy.
You can watch us on YouTube and you can watch us on Spotify. I don't know if you can watch us. Obviously, you can go ahead and see the VODs on Twitch to see the full unedited streams, or you can wait till they get published at a later time where you can see the kind of like edited episodes. So, and again, for anybody that's listening over at when the episodes are published, come join us in chat. Join us live when we stream on Twitch. Don't be afraid to go ahead and say hi. I know that we have some friends that have gone on to go ahead and comment over on either it's YouTube or on Spotify, and you guys are so kind, and again to take the time out of your day to support us. It means the world. But yeah, don't be afraid to go ahead and join us and chat with us live. While you guys still can. I cannot do the April Fool's joke that I did last year.
Right.
You got lucky.
I know.
I got you so good still, Jacob. Oh my gosh. I got Zach too.
You got me, bro.
Yeah. I really did not tell Zach. I was thinking about that the other day too, because we were just, past April
It
Fools.
just happened.
And Jacob goes, no. But yeah, I gave a heartfelt, just huge thank you and goodbye and let everybody know that we were going to be ending the podcast. And, I tried to go ahead and just get the waterworks flowing a little bit, feel the emotions of it. And I got Jacob going. I even got Zach going.
I know. You did a really good job.
I was like, bro.
You
what
are a
the
pretty good
fuck?
actor.
I was like, we haven't even finished the series yet.
Zach's like, summer break?
I know. He was like, oh, okay.
No, yeah.
See you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Check out the what are we talking about?
I don't know, bro.
check
out the link tree.
Check out the link tree, check out the platforms.
Consciousness.
Yeah. He was looking at me in the mirror for a while.
Thought he was looking at himself.
I'm like, low key thinking, I want to run it back at table tennis.
I'm down.
So we're going to go ahead and get to a closer, guys, an official close. But I want to go ahead and say again, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for the support. I truly love you guys so much. I mean, just again, I never would have imagined what this podcast would have become. I mean, again, this podcast was created because the three of us just had this love and appreciation for Attack on Titan as we were watching it live. And again, shout out to Lex for really introducing me to Attack on Titan and us binging it
And
together.
like good anime.
And then just seeing where
New anime.
that has become and where it's kind of grown into where now here we are being able to go ahead and talk with friends and about again just an incredible anime, and it's crazy how everything's kind of developed and grown, and I, to have all of you in some capacity or somehow go ahead and find us, it's like it's so cool, and just thank you for supporting us and for sticking around and to hang out with us or just to listen to us or whatever the case is. Again, just shout out to all of you guys. I mean, it means the world to us. So with that being said, I really hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, have a great weekend, and we will be back here next week, and we are getting close. We're getting close over to that concert.
I know.
That AOT concert.
We are, 10 days away? 9 days away?
Yeah. Awesome. Tish says, I'm hiring AJ to write speeches for me. Okay, I'll let you know what my wages
AJ
are.
is a writer.
I'll let you know what my
He's a
wages
fire
are. That's a
writer.
cool alarm clock.
Guys.
And yeah.
Easter's on 420.
It is.
I know.
Easter's on 420.
Two
Go
crazy
crazy.
holidays.
He has risen.
Yep. Amen to that.
Shall I?
And depending on how you spend your 420 Easter, just guys, be safe. Obviously,
I know there's
we
going to
will
be
see
so
you
many
all.
cousins going on their walks.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Me and my primos already talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already talked about who's bringing what supplies.
Yeah.
Lit.
Sorry, Blue. I'm
Oh, yeah.
really focused on this.
Stay with me.
So again, huge shout out to all of you. And I just can't thank you guys enough. And I'll see you guys next week. Spread that love and positivity. What we say on the podcast it's so cliche, but it's so simple and it's so true. We love and we hate. That's what it is, right? And so
Retweet.
there's so much going on in this world where you think about like different storylines, headlines. You think about how people treat one another, and I don't want us to go ahead and lose sight of what's important in this world, and that's just trying to go ahead and be a great human being and trying to go ahead and spread the love and positivity, even in the smallest ways. You never know. A smile can go a long way. So we all have our days. Well, we're humans, where we don't want to go ahead and or maybe we're stuck in the motion and we're not trying to go ahead and just stop and have conversations with people. But like I said, a smile goes a long way. Just be
Compliment here and
respectful,
there.
be courteous, give a compliment, and let's just try to go ahead and just be just kind and just genuine and respectful human beings. I mean, is that too much to ask for?
I know.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of like maybe it
No
might
one
be too-
smiles at each other anymore.
Yeah. So again,
Doesn't count if I'm driving. I have road rage.
yeah, but yeah, spread the love and positivity. I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys, and yeah, that's all I got for you guys. All right, I'll let my two co-hosts go and say their goodbyes.
Have a safe week, guys. I'll see you next week. Keep an eye on Attack the Talk podcast on Instagram. And my lesson for the day is, if you see keep clear painted on the road, keep it clear. Okay? Thank you.
Can I give you a high five for that one?
Love you guys.
Because fucking yes. Hey, I'm going to follow the driving theme. Drive with intent. Use spatial awareness. Guess what? You've got 3 mirrors. Use them. Drive safe. Love you guys.